Salute, salute, salute. What it do? It's your boy Dirty live in the building, man. Back again for something new. We got some shit to talk about, man. They got the rumors flying around and all that other good stuff, as the Raiders do, as the Raiders always do. So comes off season, so comes the rumors. And we're going to address those. We're going to talk about them a little bit. But first and foremost, man, 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated. You know what I mean? Uh, much love, much appreciation to everybody. Hey, forgive the shirt, man. Don't look at what I wear, man. Don't look at what I wear. You know what I mean? When I've been out here working for a couple of hours, I actually lost track of time. But you know what I mean? Forgive me for what I wear. Forgive me for what I wear. You know what I mean? OG, what's good with you? Salute to you. RDF, what's good, man? Salute to you. Robert Pena, my dude, what's good? Salute, salute. Alfredo, my guy, what's good? Right away, what's good? Salute. Hope all is well. 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated. More than I can verbally express, you know what I mean? I truly, truly do thank every single person who tunes in, be it active in the chat or just eyes on the screen. Look, I know everybody that watches doesn't interact, but you tune in to be entertained. You tune in to get an opinion. May not always be the right opinion, may not always be the wrong opinion, but you know what I mean, we have nice interactive debates, um, and we try to keep it 100% genuine over here. You know what I mean? Not a shot at the dark in anybody anywhere else. We just try to keep it genuine here. You know what I mean? I believe the show reflects its host, and I appreciate everybody for being a part of it. Again, Happy New Year. You know what I mean? If you haven't seen me, Happy New Year. We got something new going on this year. These are 90-minute shows now. You know what I mean? So hopefully I can keep you tamed for an hour and a half. So yeah. Now we're done with the opening monologue. Let's jump into the first rumor that I want to send on a mission. That's the Tom Brady rumor. Now, maybe he comes, maybe he doesn't. I'm on the side of I hope he doesn't. Um, I you know, I'm not in the market for a 1 year quarterback, first and foremost. You know what I mean? Persian, what's good? Salute to you. Big Worm, what's good, man? Arnold, what's good? Arnold O, what's good with you? Salute to you. Jerry Tolley, what's good, man? Salute to you. Hey, man, appreciate that. Hit them likes. You know what I mean? Yeah, Big Worm. I don't want Tom Brady. I don't want the 1 year quarterback deal thing. You know what I mean? And I think that's what Tom Brady is at this point. You know what I mean? But before you go and get him, you gotta address some other needs. You know what I mean? You definitely gotta address some other needs. And the biggest need is to create some defense over here. Which we'll get into a little bit later into the show. We are going to definitely address the free agency market, as I did a couple of shows ago, and we'll address that as we break down our opponents that we will be facing next year as well, which I also released a couple of days ago. Um, you know, so starting just off that first rumor of Tom Brady, like if it's more than a year, let me if you get more than a year, I at least need two, right? First and foremost, I at least need 2 years, right? Um, and then here's why. Here's why I. This is hard to say. This is really hard to say. Here's the one reason I would accept Tom Brady coming to the Raiders. He's going to make them build the defense. They already have the offensive weapons. He's going to make them build the defense. That would be like if I had to say why I would want Tom Brady, that would be it. He would literally make them do what I've been begging them to do for the last couple of years. Now, I'm not saying that I want Tom Brady. I'm not. But I would say one of the upsides to having Tom Brady will be the fact that he will make them address the O-line and build that defense. If they don't do that, he's not coming here, right? So, like, in essence, like, that's one of the things that Tom Brady would bring to the team. Now, I'm not advocating to get Tom Brady. And you're right, OG. No self-respecting fan wants Tom Brady. But if you think about it, you know what I mean? That's what Brady would make them do. You know what I mean? That's what he would make them do. He would make them build the defense. You know what I mean? And like that would be the only, like, that would be one of the highlights. You know what I mean? Is that we would actually get to see the Raiders have a defense. And you know, I'm a defensive guy. I preach defense. Yeah. So before I get myself into a bigger hole, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of that. But yeah, I'm not for Brady, but I'm not against winning either. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense to anybody, you know what I mean? I'm not for Brady, but I'm not against winning the right way, which is having a defense to also go along with that offense. And then, like, he would have to be here 2 years to at least have somebody learn underneath them. You know what I mean? I don't want the 1 year rental quarterback. Like, if it doesn't pan out, I'm in this situation again the following year. Like, I don't want that. I definitely don't want that. You know what I mean? So I need at least a 2 year commitment minimum. Give you know, whoever they decide to draft or trade for or sign or keep, you know what I mean, give them a little bit more time to learn in the proper manner, right? But that like, for me, I'm one of those fans, bro. Like, I can't see Brady in the silver and black, bro. Like, I can't see Brady in the silver and black. The Menace, my dude, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, fam. Appreciate you for real. Good guy, man. Met him in person, bro. Real laid back, real humble guy, real nice guy, man. Real generous with the herb too, man. I appreciate you, family. For real. Look forward to rocking with you again in the future. Watching the games. I'll be back down there, man. You know what I mean? I will be back down there next year. I promise you that. Mike G, my dude, what's good with you? Salute to you. Sean Johnson, what's good? Appreciate you for real. Past Master, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Ot 6, my dude, good seeing you, man. Salute to you. Team TG, what's good? Salute to you. Hope all is well. Hope you're doing good, man. So yeah, you know what I mean? That's really where I stand with that. Now, getting into having money. Hi, baby. How are you? Good. I'm fine. Getting into the free agency, you know, looking at the money that we have available, right about now, we're looking at probably about $63 million, right? Which is kind of generous. You know what I mean? It's one of the top teams. I think, if I'm not mistaken, top 5. I got the graphics somewhere. I'll pull it up in a second. You know, what's good with you, Alfredo? Salute to you. Hey, Arnold, I'll tell you the truth, bro. I didn't mind Jerry Rice, you know, wearing the silver and black, but you know, it was just different. You know what I mean? Jerry Rice didn't interfere with us going to a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Jerry Rice didn't interfere with us going to a Super Bowl. In fact, he took us to a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And I guarantee you that if Tom Brady came here, he won a Super Bowl. Look, a lot of people would just be like, hey, fuck it. You know what I mean? It's a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? That's probably what it would take for him to get in good graces with Raider fans is to win a Super Bowl. But Raider fans don't want to give him that opportunity either. So, like, what they tell you in life, sometimes you can't win for losing, right? I know referee called it. I know the NFL called it. I know all of that. Look, I have forgiven Brady for that already. When I saw him admit that yes, it was a fumble, look, I'm good with that, right? I'm fine with that. Omar, what's good with you, man? Salute. Uh, I'm just, for me, bro, it's all the other stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's it's just that New England patriotism. You know what I mean? The patriotism of New England. You know what I mean? Like that's what For me, it's just I don't know. But as I said, I don't care who's under center as long as we win. It's shield before everything. And that's why I was saying, you know what I mean? Like if I had to accept Brady, it would be on the fact that one, it would have to be a 2-year deal. Two, I know he's going to make them build that O line and that defense. You know what I mean? I know for a fact that he's going to make them address that because that's what we need to win. So, I mean, if he's going to bring winning with him, look, I just want the wins, bro. I'm tired of losing. I'm so tired of losing, bro. Like, I'm beyond tired of losing, man. Like, mad crazy, crazy, man. Mad crazy, crazy. Let's Matter of fact, hey, look, I told you I was getting into the fitness, right? I told you I was gonna start doing my fitness. Look, 16,000 steps today. 16,000. I walked 4 miles. Yeah, I'm trying to get healthy today, man. I'm trying to get healthy. Yeah, I walked 16,000 steps, 4 miles a day. Let's see what else. I've been up for 13 hours. My heart rate is nice. I burned 3,244 calories today. Look, man, look, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. I'm trying to do a little something today, man. I'm trying to do a little something. Got to keep that up every day. You know what I mean? Got it. Tomorrow I'll probably hit the exercise bike for about 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Come in here and watch some shit. But let's jump back into what we're really here to see. You know what I mean? What we're here to talk about. You know what I mean? Yeah, big Aaron, if Aaron can do it, bro, why I can't do it, man? You know what I mean? That's not the shit on our brother, but if if Aaron can do it, why can't I do it, bro? You know what I mean? Aside from me just sitting here and being fucking lazy. Uh Inspiration comes in the craziest ways. Um, but when we sit here and we talk about the realms of what's going on, right? When we take a look at our free agency. Well, not free agency. Yeah, free agency, cap space. You know what I mean? Where we rank, how we're looking. I want to share with you guys, a little. And these numbers are slightly off a little bit. Um, the correct numbers are 64, but just to show you, kind of where we are, and what kind of weight can be held and made, you know what I mean? Las Vegas Raiders sit here at ninth, right? It says 22, but that's inaccurate. You know what I mean? That's inaccurate. We have we have 64. actuality. I mean, we're actually up here in the top. We're more up here in the top five area. Now, nobody has more money than Chicago. I mean, Chicago's got crazy dough. You know what I mean? Chicago's got crazy dough. That's just the reality. You know what I mean? But we actually have like 64 mil, right? And shouts out to my boy Sean Johnson once again, because Sean Sean likes to send out all of this information, and all these thoughts and facts and figures and numbers, right? So Sean sent out some numbers earlier, some figures, and I believe this was after I did my free agency show, if I'm not mistaken. I believe this was after my free agency show. So Sean took it upon himself to put out a couple of things. One of the things that Sean put out was this list of topics. I had did a defensive free agency. I did a defensive free agency, and I was looking at some people that I wanted to go and target in this off season coming up for McDaniels to prove to me, and I guess the rest of Raider Nation, that he's really here to win. Now, what he came up with was a couple of guys that I had on mine and a couple of guys I did not. Now, Deron Payne is one of the guys that is definitely at the top of my list. Um, he's 25 years old, out of Washington. His market value is 14.2. We have 63 mil. You know what I mean? I don't feel like that's out of the realm. My only issue is, even though his market value is 14.2, I believe he's going to get somewhere between, I want to say, 16 and 19. I think is probably what he'll get. And that'll kind of eat up a little bit of our salary cap. But if you could definitely get him at that 14.2, because right now, like I said, 64 mil, um, and they're projecting to add another 10 to 15 mil after the TV deal is done. So if you add, let's say you add 15 mil to that, that's $88 million. You know what I mean? That you can go out and you can play with. So he's definitely in the realm of being affordable. Somebody that we can definitely bring in, plug up the middle. Um, if you saw the last show, I was really big on this guy. He's got really good numbers. And best of all, he's young and he knows how to play the position. The next guy on this list is Tremaine Edmonds, 24-year-old inside linebacker out of Buffalo, and his market value is at 11 mil. Now, here with this one, I would tend to agree with Sean Johnson on this assessment. I do believe his market value is, true to stand where it's at right now, 11 mil. But I also see a team that could be desperate for an inside linebacker, maybe throwing a little bit more at him and topping it out at 14. But if you could bring in Tremaine Edmonds on $11 million deal, you greatly improve, what I mean, your linebacking core. And what I mean, you can quite possibly go get another linebacker that we'll address in a few minutes after I finish with this list. Now he has cornerback Emmanuel Mosley, 26 years old, San Francisco 49er. His market value is 16.6. Um, I can understand this one, but this one isn't overly impressive to me. This is I I think that Mosley is a systematic guy. I believe he's thriving well because of the system that he's in and the front line that he has. I don't see him coming over here and fitting the mold of what it is they're trying to have their cornerbacks do. Um, I just, for me, I'm okay on Mosley. I'd rather have Jones from New England. A little bit less on the books, but definitely a guy that I believe fits more into Graham's scheme and can perform at the level that they will be anticipating of whatever cornerback they bring in this upcoming season. So, and then to round it off, he has Jesse Bates the third, 25-year-old out of Cincinnati, market value of 10.6. My only thing with Jesse Bates is he's disappeared. You know what I mean? He's playing well because it's a contract year. You know what I mean? That's my problem with him. He's playing well because it's a contract year. I'd rather spend the money on Jordan Poyer out of Buffalo. Um, Same age bracket, probably about maybe $1 million more on that. So, and then I think he plays the safety position just a little bit better than Bates. So for me, you know, that's where that's where I'm that's where I'm definitely looking to uh and differ with that. You know what I mean? What up, Twan? What's good with you, man? I ain't hear from you, man. You gotta holler at me, man. You know what I mean? You gotta holler at me, man. But yeah, I'd rather have Poyer. You know what I mean? But that's just me. You know what I mean? I'd rather have Poyer, and I guarantee it would be a different team. You know, Loon, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, man. Hope all is well with you, brother. Missed you the other night, man. Don't know what happened, but holla at your boy, man. Holla at your boy. Raider at Lizette, what's good with you, sis? How you doing? Hope all is well. Hope you're doing good. Hope life is treating you good. Hope the new year's is blessings. You know what I mean for you. Uh, Terrell from Atlanta would be nice as well. You know what I mean? Hey, Brad Laps, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Hey, look, hey, I think we all in for another season of hopeful thinking, wishful thinking. I don't know. Feet Soap, what's good with you, man? What's good with you? Salute to you. Hope all is well. But as I was going down the wormhole of free agency and taking a look at things, I also came across this. I guess you could call it a graph. You know what I mean? You could call it a graph, but it's basically saying where teams rank. You know, basically our draft capital. You know what I mean? I guess it's measured in using the Fitzgerald Spielberg draft value chart. So I'm going to pull this up for you guys. Let's take a look at it as well. It took me a minute to kind of understand it a little bit, but I'm still struggling to understand it. To be honest, so I can't really fully 100% explain it, but I kind of get the gist of it. You know what I mean? I kind of get the gist of what it's saying, you know what I mean, and what it's pointing out. So if you take a look here, you know what I mean, they have the money's down here, you know what I mean? You got the negatives over here, you know what I mean, to your left of your screen, you know what I mean, or the right is it's the left of your screen, I guess, the right of the screen. Yeah. Something like that. But over here where the Saints and Frisco Niners and all of them, that's gonna be your negative. You know what I mean? That's gonna be less money over there. Then, over here where you got the Bengals and the Texans and everybody else, you know what I mean? You're gonna have the, positives in the money. Now, when you look down here in this corner where you see the Bucks, the Saints, you know what I mean? Not a lot of money to spend, not a lot of draft capital. A lot of these teams bet the farm on winning. This team in particular, Tennessee, really hurt themselves. You know what I mean? They really hurt themselves pretty bad. The Rams, they're another team that's hurting really, really bad. Um, for making those bad decisions. The Jets, not so much. They played good ball. Problem is they don't really have a lot of draft picks to go on this year, so I don't think they can hit it out the park. But they are just a few key pieces away. They may get one from us. I'm just saying he could be a key piece for them. Uh, and the thing about it is, I don't know really what it is you could trade. I don't know what it is you could trade for with the Jets. But we'll take a look at a couple of trade scenarios later on down the line, I mean, as we get closer to the Super Bowl. But for now, I just want to address the most important thing that the first thing that's really going to hit us is that free agency market. You know what I mean? Now I know the DC thing's got to be done within 3 days, and I get that. That's fine. You know what I mean? I feel like they're probably going to agree to give him his money. They may negotiate something down, something a little bit less, so it's easier for him to trade. Actually, puts a little bit of money back in the books. You know what I mean? Because as DC has stated before, he's got money. You know what I mean? He doesn't really need money. He's got money. So, you got that going. And that's kind of how it'll be, you know what I mean? So, but we have not really paying attention to this, you know what I mean? We have more than that, you know what I mean? We should actually be right over here in front of the Falcons. Um, I believe that's kind of right where we should be, is right there in front of Atlanta, um, with that 60 plus mil available. But see, we have a lot of money to spend and we have a lot of draft capital, which makes it very entertaining for players to want to come in here and play. Now, they say Kansas City's got a lot of money to spend, but they don't. Kansas City really doesn't have a lot of money to spend. I would really more inclined to put them down here with the not a lot of money to spend. Um, quite, I mean, truthfully. Um, but you look down here at the Bengals as a team that's in the playoffs. You look at all these playoff team caliber teams like the Giants. You know what I mean? The Seahawks is a playoff caliber team. The Lions could be a playoff caliber team next year, especially with them having money to spend and having some draft capital. They could really be a phenomenal football team next year. Um, they performed well this year too, like I thought they would in the beginning of the season. As well did the Jags and the Jets. The Jets really outperformed what most people thought they were going to do. But just focusing on us, I mean, we're actually somewhere in this area out here. So we have a lot of draft capital. We have a good ton of money. We're probably going to be somewhere up in this area, you know what I mean, with the likability of where we're located and the fact that we have a tax reduction. A lot of players will be more inclined to come in and take a visit and take a look around, and if they could quite possibly make the money work, be willing to sign here on the contingents of a couple of things. But definitely need to adjust that defense. Now, if you guys will excuse me for a hot second, I heard a sound, which means I have a guest because I was somewhere else in another. Oh, I guess my guest left. Whoever it was, they'll be back. I was on another screen trying to explain what it is, the graphic that I had up there. Um, but they have a couple of more uh, of those, and for me, like I see exactly where where people will be really more inclined to come to this team of our location. You know what I mean? But to also get a tax break, fine dining, entertainment, good school districts for if any of them have kids, they have some good school districts out there. Uh, they got some lovely homes, you know what I mean, out there as well. Um, there's a whole lot going for a player to end up in Vegas besides just being on the Raiders. You know what I mean? There's, a lot of things go into decisions of uprooting a family and moving them somewhere. You know what I mean? So, aside from being a Raider, there's a lot of things that Las Vegas does have to offer. And, we have top-notch facilities, top-notch stadium, uh, by far the greatest fan base, that any team could have, even though we don't see eye to eye with one another on everything. When it boils down to us true fans, it's Shield before everything. So I appreciate, you know, just that on GP for real. Yeah. But some other things that were also brought to light was the fact that we do have the ability to restructure some of our contracts too. Um, that was another thing. Um, got you. I'm gonna share this real quick, and then I come back to you real quick, Brody. Uh, do your thing. So I'm gonna pull up this graphic real quick right here for you, and this is our 2023 cap space and how much money they can restructure. Um, all players under contract for 2023 season, except players under rookie contract. So if you look right here, in the upper right hand corner, you'll see in a good spot can free up room if needed, right? So the Raiders are up there with Kansas City, Denver, and the Colts, with Pittsburgh just kind of straddling the line. Um, Pittsburgh needs to make moves, has the means to restructure contracts, right? Um, and then you look down here in the corner, down here with Green Bay, Carolina, um, Frisco, the Cardinals, they're all in cap hell right now. You know what I mean? Eagles soon to be. Then you come over here where you see a match, majority of the NFL is right in this area where don't need to worry, but little, has little, has much, but not as much wiggle room. My bad. I'm sorry. It's that dyslexia pops in my head sometimes. Um, but you see, the four teams right here are in good shape, can free up room if needed. And I enjoy actually being one of them teams because, I was looking at the contracts and I'm real upset for the fact that, we have roughly $25 million coming off the books that we pay to people that don't even play here. Like Corey Littleton is getting $10 million from us. He doesn't play here anymore. Carl Nassib is getting $5 million from us next year. He doesn't play here anymore. Alex Leatherwood is getting $4 million from us next year. He doesn't even play here anymore. Like, there's some odd nicks and nares and nows and knees and nose and nimajas, scattered in there. But it's roughly about $25 million coming off the books being paid to players that don't even play here anymore. Do you understand that $25 million could be three more players that could actually suit up and play? One can be a star. Another one could be a really good backup. The other one could be a guy who pushes for a position, or you could get two stars. You could split that 25 mil, you know what I mean, to 12 and a half and get you two good stars. But no, you're paying it to players to play for other teams. Like, we really got screwed in the contracts by Gruden and the guy he brought in that should have just stayed an NFL analyst. Uh, you know, like, you know, you brought in a guy that he could work like a puppet, bro. You know what I mean? Gruden was Raider lunatic, and the other guy was Raider Stan. You know what I mean? That's just how that relationship went. That's just kind of how I look at it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a special guest backstage. You know what I mean? I want to bring him out right now. It's about that time to where I get into, you know, the talk and different expressions and opinions and of other people and things of that nature. But he's coming in perfect timing because we're getting ready to go into the segment of where we talk about um, the teams that we're getting ready to face coming up next year and what are our main aspects of focus in this free agency time coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him well. You know what I mean? It's my boy. You know what I mean? My homie. Man, when you see Dirty Raider, you know what I mean? Then you definitely gonna see your boy Dirty Low. Ladies and gentlemen, representing that Fresno. I'm not gonna call it the dirt bowl. I'm gonna call it the mud bowl right now because there's mud everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, my boy, Mr. Dirty Low. What's up,
What up,
Low?
bro? What up? What's up? What's up, man? How you guys doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Shh.
He made it, ladies and gentlemen. He made
Yes,
it.
I'm drinking my coffee. It's the extra death coffee to make sure that I'm up because my ass is up at 4 o'clock in the morning because like an adult, I get up early, so I'm not up late anymore. But I'm here though, bro. Thank you for inviting me, and I'm glad to make it. Glad I made it. How's everybody doing this evening? Let me shout out to a couple people. I see Ja, I see fucking Circus, Terrence, All Eyes, Bulldog Bread, Farrell was good. Allegiance, what's good, my G? D Man, is what's good. Big Worm, Ron Dallas, Joseph Torres. I said Ja, the Past Master.
What
Everyone's here.
Farrell, what's good with you, man?
Oh, Farrell, what up, Dad?
What up, T? What's good? Luke, hope all is well. Bulldog Bread, my dude, what's good? Circus, what's good? All eyes on G, what's good? Sorry I didn't see y'all. I was on another screen trying to talk and put my graphics out there, you know what I mean? Trying to be a little bit more professional for y'all this year, man. You know what I mean? Try to be a little bit professional,
Oh,
you
should I
know?
put this up? Should I not be smoking?
No, you all good. You
Okay.
all good. No, just in just what I deliver, I'm being a little bit more professional in what I deliver. I'm not gonna change who I am, but I am going to focus more on bringing, actual opinions, thoughts, you know what I mean, and try to stick to a little bit more football when I'm doing football shows.
Right.
You know, just a little bit
Oh,
more professional. Gravy, my dude, what's good with you? G
what's up,
Town,
Gravy?
what's
Who's
good?
talking to
Salute.
Gravy?
B Al, my dude, salute. Raider Earn, what's good with you, man?
Up,
Salute.
Ern? Yeah. Um.
So,
Shout out to my boy SC, man. I was wilding out on this show the other day. Um. Because you know, when you really look at everything, bro, fuck, it's such a shit show. It's just like
you talking about the Raiders, right? Not SC show.
no, I'm no. Shout out SC, bro. No, no, no. I'm not talking about SC show. I was acting a fool on the SC show because of my feelings and facts. So I was my vaccines, my feelings, whatever the fuck, bro. It was all bad, bro. It was just
Feeling,
bad
nothing more than feeling.
feelings. But you know what? I'm pretty. I would like to say I'm pretty astute when it comes to certain things. I have a great grasp on things. Um, is it me or we're just gonna fucking? Are we just gonna fucking be just mediocre for the next 3 years?
I hope not.
I think we are.
I hope not. God, I would hate to be right on that one. I swear I would hate to be right on that one, bro.
I mean, brother, like for real, like, look, we've been doing this shit for years. All right, so what? 83 was our last Super Bowl, right? That's
Yeah.
when I was fucking 5 years old, dog. Like that's when I remember the fucking football run, everything, right? And since then, it's pretty much been mediocre until 2001. You know what I mean? And then around that time, I was so fed up with Raider football, I don't even think I was wearing anything Raiders at that time. Be dead honest with you because of Jamarcus Russell and all that bullshit. And now we get back to this, and just moving fast forward. You know what I'm saying? The years have went by so damn fast, bro. All of a sudden, we're down. Damn, like the only thing that we had bright spot was Carr, and now that he's officially gonna be gone, it's a wrap. There's no way it's gonna happen. Is because the simple fact is this is strictly a business decision. And the cool part about it, and this is why I'm saying this is a business decision, and this is gonna be the downfall of the Raiders. And the only reason, and it's not because I'm a Carr stan or Kardashian or whatever the fuck, right? I don't even like the Kardashians, bro. Like that's all fake asses, bro. Like I like real ass. Anyways, I digress. What I was trying to get at was pretty much like this. If these guys turn around and actually made a business decision on the bright spot, the only fucking bright beacon spot of the whole fucking thing when they first came in after 6 games, probably the fourth game, probably after the Saints game, um, they knew that Derek Carr wasn't their guy. So when I was saying on SCs, and that's why I was kind of bouncing back and forth with that, when I was saying on SCs that we should have got rid of everybody, I mean, technically we are. You know what I'm saying? They were saying we can't get rid of the 53-man roster. Okay, I digress. 3 of the guys that got cut from our team this year are in the playoffs. A total of 5 of them that got cut this year by this fucking team is in the playoffs. All right. Also, if it was a business decision, if they're smart and fucking giving money away, like you were just showing that they had to pay off all this money and whatever, whatnot, obviously they're paying the money away, and it's not necessarily Ziegler's fault. You know what I mean? To be honest, it was basically the financial decisions that Mark Davis and their crew were doing before, and Ziegler just took on this. So I don't really give Ziegler too much shit because the simple fact is this guy came in and did whatever he had to do with the money. The one bad thing that he did do, if they knew that the Carr wasn't going to be the guy, why extend him? Because at this point, you want to have some kind of trade value in him and wanted to say, like, hey, this is what we think of him. So you guys already put an evaluation on him, ready to get rid of him. So when that happens, then you guys were coming in with the fucking mentality of losing. Now, it might sound far-fetched and everything like that, but really, really think about it. Really fucking think about it. These fucking guys came in. Why did they give Carr that money? They didn't have to. He was on his last year of the contract. They already got Devontae Adams. But they want to make it, hey, we're going to extend Carr, keep Adams here, yada, 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 right? And whatever, bro. It's a little bit far-fetched, but it's actual, like, business because their business fucking moves are going to be judgmental for the rest of the fucking years, bro. There is no way we're going to get a quarterback to come in on a $30 million fucking deal to fucking take us to the Super Bowl and be able to fill out a whole fucking defense, bro. It's impossible. Now, it's impossible. So if they're coming at it with that type of mind state, bro, regardless of whatever, whoever the business company people are coming in, it's a brand. It's this there. You know what I'm saying? They're coming in. They have to make the right decisions. I would have got rid of everybody, started Stidham, and said, hey, this is what we're doing. Okay. All of us would have said, all right, cool. You actually would have got more fucking for Derek Carr, actually. Anyways.
Hey, look,
then you guys could have fucking saved us a couple fucking number 1 draft picks and probably went in deeper.
It's better for you to tell me up front than for let the shit keep going on. And then
that's how people get marked.
And then I find out that you had these feelings earlier where you could have changed something.
Like being married, bro. This is a business decision.
It's like going to the club with your homeboy, right? And he in the bathroom and he hears some motherfuckers talking about beating you up. And then he come out the bathroom and he don't say nothing. And then you get cracked in the head with a bottle. And then after the fight, he was like, well, nigga, I should have said something because I was in the bathroom. Nah, nigga, now I'm about to fuck you up.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, so, okay, who's saying this right here? Somebody said right here. Hold on, right away.
Before we continue, and I got one right here that I want to definitely jump into before we move on to.
It'll be the right away afterwards. He said the car season. I asked for that.
Real quick, got 2 guests backstage, ladies and gentlemen. This is another brother of mine. You know what I mean? Like I said, this my this my road dog. This my game homie. You know what I mean? Like this my partner. But if I'm going to a game, I damn sure know he going to the game too, because we done been to 2 games this year. And I'm actually gonna try and figure out what game we going to next year, because I'm trying to take one of them road trips that he take every year. I want to go to my first road, like out of state, like game 2, like, you know what I mean. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what I do. Y'all mean y'all know what I call her. My homeboy, the motherfucking king of 420 down here in Southern California, Mr. Raider Gabe. What's
What
up,
up?
Gabe?
What up?
And then, of course, you muted Gabe. We can't hear. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you can't have a king without an emperor, right?
It's
You know,
Craig.
you can't have a king without an emperor, ladies and gentlemen. Looking very professional day, very debonair. You know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. He looked like he lost about 7.5 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, he looked like he lost about 7.5 pounds. He looked like he lost a half a cheek. Nah, I'm just fucking around. Ladies and gentlemen, the Emperor 420 in the Northern California Bay. Ladies and gentlemen, my boy, Mr. Westside Aaron. What's up, Aaron?
What up? What up?
Looking at slim,
West
slim.
Side. Hey, I
It
appreciate
does.
that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm with it. Whatever y'all say, you know, we gonna roll with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell
Gotcha.
yeah. Dirty,
For sure.
what's happening? Thank you for having me on, sir.
No
Low,
problem.
I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not like we see we don't talk to each other every day on Call of Duty and shit. Gabe, what's
Yeah,
happening, my
motherfucker, no
homie?
shit.
What we
Cracking,
smoking on
man.
tonight?
Oh, I'm smoking on some fucking runts, dog. Some little runts.
Yeah.
What kind of runs? There's about
It's
35 different strains right now.
some purple runts or something like that, because of that. This fool just gave it to me, dog, at fucking work today. He was just like, "Hey, dog,
Hey,
I got
love.
this shit on deck," and he just gave me a blunt and some fucking weed. I was like, "Cool."
There you
For
go.
sure.
I'm
Love,
on
you good with that?
Italian ice.
Yeah, it's
Italian
pretty fire.
ice. I haven't even heard of that one.
This one.
Hey, cool Kev, I see you in the comments. You stupid.
See, is that one right there?
Oh, that's nice.
That's fire.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
That motherfucker crystally as shit.
Yeah, it's pretty fire.
Let's see, what the
That's it.
fuck is this one? This was, I think, fucking Bolo Runts or some shit. Hold on.
Bolo.
I don't know if you guys
Okay,
can see that one.
I want to get back to that real quick before I fucking get too high. Forget. Get too fucking high.
Hey,
What
look,
was it?
fire
Rated
on
what?
G.
Green as
Damn,
fuck.
I bought a new fucking camera and this motherfucker still ain't fucking coming through. It's still hella blurry and
You
shit.
need
guys
you need
see
a
it?
light, bro. You don't
Yeah, you
have
need to
enough
light
light.
and adjust it. The camera actually looks better, bro, already.
Does it?
Yeah, it's just your face that
Right.
makes it.
Give me a second. I'm gonna go out
Love.
here and go grab my ring light real quick. Hold on. Fuck
Yeah,
you,
that's
Lo.
what
I
you
heard
need.
that shit, bro. I caught
Love.
that shit hella late.
It's love,
Fuck
bro.
you, bro.
Check your IG.
I want to know what love is.
Low, check your IG.
Yeah.
Nigga, am I deaf? Am I muted? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Got you now.
Hey, check your IG.
Gravy, what's up, Gravy?
Hey man, so look, we got some games coming up this year, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't give a fuck.
I was hey,
Look, I don't give a
all right.
fuck.
Hey, look, did I do it right this time? Did I do it right this time?
No, man, come on, bro. There's only one motherfucker, bro. There's only one motherfucker that's.
I
no,
know,
now-
cuz,
no,
I know, cuz,
Yeah,
I
there's
know.
only one motherfucker. That you ain't got to worry about nobody else.
I know, man. I told you I'm operating different this year, bro.
I hit thumbs down today twice.
I'm operating different this year,
Yeah,
ladies and
damn.
gentlemen. Before we move on any further, ladies and gentlemen, I got another special guest backstage. You know what I mean? This guy is bringing you some professional knowledge as well. You know what I mean? From a writer standpoint, as a content creator as well. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know. For me, if you a homeboy, you know what I mean? I got nicknames for everybody as a real that I really fucking rock with, ladies and gentlemen. This is a motherfucker I consider the James Brown of YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to content creating, my
James
boy, the
Brown,
hardest
huh?
working man I know, Mr. Phil Robinson. What's up, Phil?
Well,
What's
okay.
happening, fellas? How's everybody
What's up,
doing?
Phil?
Oh,
Yeah.
good, man. Good, man.
Hello.
Haven't seen you since last year, bro. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Well, I'm telling you, whole 365.
Hey,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Bro, a whole couple of days that went by, man. It's a whole new year now.
Yes, sir.
Oh, So
How's everybody
we
feeling?
were- I'm
Good,
pretty
man. Chilling.
I'm feeling pretty
Man.
good, man.
Hey,
For
I'm
witnessing
doing
this shit ass
excellent. You know what I'm
season,
saying?
bro. You know, for having sat here and watched and witnessed this shit ass season, bro, I'm all right. You know what I mean? All right. Real quick, I had this up here for a minute, so I want to definitely address it. Dirty, I think we could definitely make a move with the Jets and maybe DJ Reed or Jordan Whitehead. What do you think? I don't want a player.
We need squad. We need squad, bro. We need.
I know we
need
need
more
squad,
than
right?
one.
I know we need squad, but I don't necessarily want a player from the Jets.
Do they still have Leonard Williams or Quentin Williams? I
Oh,
think either one of them two.
They ain't giving that away.
They're not giving that away, but you know,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I don't necessarily know if I want Reed or Whitehead. You know what I mean? Like, I'm inclined to take a little bit of their draft capital. You know what I mean? Maybe I can make that work somewhere else.
So
You know, when I think about, you know, the positions I want to address and the names that I want to bring in, those aren't in my top, you know, 7 or 8 names. You know what I mean? They're just not. Like, would they be an addition to the team? Of course. You know what I mean? But could we possibly get something better and maybe bring them in and we just have a nice solid rotational foundation? Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? But what would be the cap hit is the question. You know what I mean? What would be that cap hit? You know what I mean? To bring in one of those two. And will it hurt us from going to get some key pieces like a Deron Payne? You know what I mean? Or quite possibly, you know what I mean, a Traymon Edmonds, you know what I mean? Or maybe
Jordan Poirier.
you know what I mean? Or say we go get, you know, Nisi from the Denver Broncos, their offensive lineman Riser. You know what I mean? You know,
I think we need a safety, dog, with like Jordan Poirier.
But see,
Jordan
Poirier he's affordable. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Right now,
Buffalo's
like
not going to keep him.
64 mil on the books. You know what I mean? 64 mil on the books. Maybe get another 10 to 15 mil, depending on what they add into the. Phil says 5. I heard reports of 20. I'm gonna meet in the middle at 10. I'm saying so. Add another 10 mil to the books, right? That's 74 mil. You can afford some shit. And as I was stating earlier before you guys came in, I was asked about Brady and, you know what I mean, him coming in. I said, you know, no, I don't really want Brady, but if I had to take Brady, the things that come with Brady would be something that we've been asking for. If Brady was to come, Brady would make them build this defense. He would make them address this offensive line. Like, you would have to literally put the things that he needs around him, which is a defense and an offensive line. You got the other shit. You got Josh Jacobs. You can franchise tag him. You got Devontae Adams. You can definitely work. You know what I mean? You got that going on. You got Hunter Renfrow in your slot. You know what I mean? Your Wes Welker. You know what I mean? You got your new Grunk and Waller. You know what I mean? Like, so those are, huh?
Don't forget Gronk, because if you get Brady, Gronk comes too.
Yep.
Well, Grunt comes back and then Foster goes, and hey, that's fine. You know what I mean? Or
Why would
maybe
Foster
Waller
go?
goes and we struck.
Why would Foster go? I think
Waller's not going anywhere, bro. Stop.
I know he's not. I'm just
Foster
saying.
shouldn't go nowhere neither. If Gronk comes and we carry fucking four tight ends on the package, why would we get rid of fucking Moreau? That would be dumb.
Waller and Gronk together changes the fucking
Money.
Moreau, yeah,
Moreau's
Moreau's good. This is Moreau's contract year, right?
shit. What is Gronk gonna do? Fucking 10 years? Keep him for a fucking year if we're gonna run the same offense, which I know that we're not, but we'll get to that later. But I
But you got to free up the money to give the Grunt, and the casualty would be a Foster. You can't afford both of them.
Okay, Foster's not $6 million. He's like one.
Foster is due 10.
What?
Yeah,
10
he'll get 10
million.
from somebody.
From who?
Somebody will give Foster 10.
Based on
shit, I don't
what?
think.
50,
I think.
Foster? 50,
Yeah, I think
Foster's gonna get $10 million a year, bro, man.
Bro, oh wait. Did you think Zay deserved the money he got?
Look at what he's doing. He's in the playoffs.
I'm just saying. Is he in the playoffs or is the Dolphins in the playoffs?
He plays for
Because you don't hear his name.
the Jags.
So
You don't hear his name.
I was gonna say Foster's playing at about a $6 million level, making 700,000.
Right. So I'd give him 3.
Yeah,
I'd give him 3 in a year.
5.
I would
Hold
go
on,
like-
Phil. I have to ask, like, how is Foster playing at a $6 million level? I mean, he's solid, but I don't think he's $6 million worth of solid.
tight ends are
in
getting
my
paid
opinion.
now, dog. Did you see
Like,
Njoku
he's
get
a
paid
third,
last
but
year?
He would be a
Yeah,
third.
my bad, Jags. I apologize.
Wait, did you guys see Njoku get paid last year, dog? Just look at that contract, and then
And Joku's like what would you say, top 7 tight end? When
I don't know, dog. But his injury history, you know what I mean? And Njoku's, and then they still gave that for like 14 million a year. Dog. So if you could give him, say you give half of what he say Moreau's half of what he is, it's like 7.
I mean, I guess in that context it would make sense, but like shit, 6 million just sounds like a lot for Foster Moreau that comes up clutch maybe 4 times.
Yeah, tight ends are getting paid now, dog. Tight ends.
They are.
Well,
Tight ends
so,
are getting paid now, bro.
part of that is because he's not he can only run the routes. He can't throw the ball to himself. Would I give him 6 million? And the answer to that is no. When I looked at it, I still thought that was kind of high myself.
I give him 2.5 for 1.
When you want to talk about stats, you're talking 420 yards and 2 touchdowns on 33 catches. I mean, we're not exactly lighting the world on fire here.
No.
Right.
That's where people are getting mistakes. See, like everyone wants to turn around and give all this money to fucking mediocre players, bro. When fucking actual good players that are coming up, rookie players that are better than these guys are getting paid fucking less. It's fucking.
No, that's what I mean though. Like, there's a bunch of fucking naive teams out there, dog, that are willing to give Foster Moreau that 6. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, get your money, Foster, but shit, I ain't giving you that.
He's
And why in the fuck would you even want to go anywhere else? Apparently, because you're going to be in the most elite offense in the fucking world with the number 1 tight end, with the number 1 apparently quarterback, and the other number 1. So why would you leave, bro? I would take a fucking $1 million to learn from that, bro.
I would, but the only thing I see there, dog, is like the competitiveness. I think of Foster. I think he wants to be on the field. You know what I mean? And I think if you want to play, you're gonna. And if Gronk and Waller's here, you're gonna want to leave.
Now check this out. Now with the brittleness of fucking Waller and fucking Gronk, he'll be on the fucking field, dog.
He will.
It's just sometime. Hey, somebody gonna miss some time, and it's you like, yeah.
So I would like to keep Foster too. I would like to keep Foster too. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I think he's gonna walk now.
You said 2.5, dirty low.
I'm just talking shit, but if you look at it like that, I give him 3 for 1. I give him 3 for 1.
Hey, look, even
be nice.
Even Waller told you guys on Busting with the Boys. He told you, you know,
I don't trust anything what that motherfucker says, bro. Like,
I hear you. I'm just saying. But Foster is going to get paid though, because one thing Foster can do is block when that's
that's what they take into account. Now he could block now.
And as far as him catching, you know what I mean? Like coaches gonna feel like they can fix that. You know what I mean? Coaches always feel like they can fix certain things. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just feel like it's still Brady though, you know, but I just want to win, right? I just really, really, really want to win. That's my main focus. That's where I'm at. Like that's what I want to do.
See, I wouldn't mind Brandon Cooks, dog. If we could get Brandon Cooks out here.
Got to trade him and pay him way too much. You got to pay him.
He wants to leave, right? He wants to leave the Texans or something like that.
Yeah, but he's under
Why?
contract.
He's gonna get the number one fucking quarterback in the fucking NFL right now, bro. What the fuck is he talking about? He's
No,
about
he
to
wants. He said he don't want to leave. He don't want to be there. He said.
Yeah, he
Why
don't want to
he been saying
rebuild.
that shit forever.
Like,
Yeah, but I
me,
think it was at first it was to get paid. Now he's already paid, so it's like if he's saying that, I think he either wants. I think he really wants to get out now. You know what I mean? Because he's already paid, so it's
Who?
like he's not talking shit about Cooks.
Hey, Miguel said, "Oh, who said that right now? Foster and Bulldog Red said, you see Stidham and Foster connection? Fire, yeah. I'm Madden.
I'm mad.
Been playing Madden together, bro.
man. Hey, but I think Waller is a major distraction.
Yeah,
And
Cooks
show
is on the
zero
books
Raider
for
loyalty.
27, almost 27 million next year. 26.4 is what he's on the books for next year.
Who is?
Brandon Cooks.
And Cooks.
26-4.
Yep.
That's
Nah, I'm good.
Devontae type numbers, bro.
Really closer to 26.5.
I'm
Wait,
good.
He ain't getting traded.
for
I'm
year.
good.
That number's
Ain't nobody picking
untradeable.
that up.
Number, bruh. His contract he's still on the tail end of that massive deal.
Wow.
God dang.
Hey, ain't nobody picking that up.
Yeah.
Nobody's picking that up, bro.
He better restructure before he leaves or something.
26 point, yeah. Hey, big word. 26.4. I'm good. I'm good.
Stay
Bro.
right over there, bro. Yeehaw.
You know why? You know why that contract's hard to get restructured? Because what people don't realize with the restructure is once you restructure somebody's contract, now you're on the hook for all of it, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's
No, I
why
think the only way somebody's gonna get him.
$25 million in the hole. We should have $100 million to be spending. We should be addressed and approaching fucking free agency. You know what I mean? Like we supposed to, but because we had Jeff Dunham Gruden, you know what I mean, and we had motherfucking Bubba J as a fucking GM. You know what I mean? And you got fucking Jeff Dunham as a fucking coach, but he's working the fucking puppet's fucking mouth. Like, man, he even fucked us royally, bro.
Okay, check this out. So, okay. So we've been basically, all right. Is it safe to say, is it really, really safe to say that players just come here to get paid?
It used to be that way.
What do you mean used to?
Devontae Adams.
Chandler Jones got paid. Listen, Chandler Jones got paid a lot of money for mediocre play. Darren Waller got paid a lot of money for mediocre play, right? Now we're trying to shortchange the fucking most important piece in the fucking puzzle. Yeah. Raiders players, and then plus with this fucking coaching staff, bro, players are going to come over here, get paid, and just play half-assed. They're showing it.
Like they always have when they came to the Raiders.
Exactly.
Richard Seymour. Shit.
Thank you. Go ahead, Ern. Go down the list.
I'm trying. I'm high.
I know.
Man,
I'm high too.
It's been so many.
Javon Walker.
So many.
Yeah, but I don't know, dog. I just feel like they come here, but like it's just fuck, dog. Because they I don't think they're gonna come here just to like to half-ass it. Because I mean, look at Devontae. You know what I mean?
Mike Huff.
Devontae came here and balled. You know what I mean?
But see,
they just have to get the right players, and they were. I think this year was more due to like execution. I don't think it was like it had to do with players, of course, but it just was like fucking play calling at times. You know what I mean? Fucking and getting just getting the right pieces. Fucking like getting rid of fucking Illuminor for sure, dog. Because that dude, he caused so many fucking problems all year. That dude, every time he would start us behind the chains pretty much. Dog. It was always 1st and 20, 1st and 15. And it was who was the culprit of that, dog? It was always Illuminor. We just got to get the right pieces in here, dog, because some of these guys were getting old pieces like Chandler Jones. You know what I mean? I know he was good, but it's like he got paid, but they could have went another route. You know what I mean? Where they could have not went the old route. You know what I mean? This just getting the right pieces in here. I think that's what it is, dog. Because fuck, man.
Hey,
that's gonna make the playoffs.
Somebody said that Adams balled, right? And he did. He did. How many touchdowns did he get last 2 games? What? 2, 3?
2,
right?
2.
How many yards? What, like close to maybe 300?
But that was mostly all in that one game against San Francisco.
I'm just saying, but like, you know, but Adams balled. Did McDaniels throw him the ball?
No.
I'm just, you know, imagine the fact that guy got fucking screwed and has no other fucking choice but to play. He came to a fucking rebuild, bro. They're rebuilding right now. The Raiders are rebuilding.
He was deceived into coming into a rebuild.
Thank you. So it's going to be hard for me the offseason, and I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to try to be as positive as possible, bro. But it's going to be hard for these players to come and fuck with these guys because everybody's seen that it was a business decision when they could have got rid of Waller and still probably saved some shit and probably restructured Derek Carr's fucking contract to probably $25 million a fucking year to make some shit happen and probably traded him. But I digress. They're going about it the wrong way, and they're just fucking with this, bro. They could have told us, bro, like, man, our defense is going to suck. They could have came out, our defense is going to suck. We got to wait till next year. There's so many words. They didn't do that. Now they're breaking down everything, trying to say it's other things. But it's just something. This is just a rinse and repeat, bro. We're going to be here forever. And then next year, we're going to spend thousands of dollars, go to the games. We're going to have a good ass time, and that's it. Sorry.
I think it's a rebuild defense because I don't think none of all the offensive parts are here. You know what I mean? They're here fucking on contract. Except for the quarterback, of course, but you gotta get that in the offseason for sure. You gotta fucking shore that up, and you gotta the rebuild for sure is on the defense because they're like you don't got a pyramid anymore. You still fucking seeing what you got in Diablo coming back next year. You got Deron Harmon, the fucking free agent. You got Morig who regressed. So it's like you have to rebuild this defense for sure. You got Rocky Sin who's gonna be a free agent. So it's just the defense for sure is going to get rebuilt. But the offense, I think you get you draft the offensive lineman or something like that, maybe early. But the defense for sure has to get rebuilt, dog. Because the offense, I think, is cool. The offense is cool. You add a piece or two, and it's just, I think the offense is straight. You just got to get that fucking piece, though. You got to get somebody to come over here that can at least run this offense, though.
How many picks do we have this year in the draft?
Video Raider, pleasure, man.
10?
Salute to you.
10? Well, look, we're going to have to spend 7 of them off top on defense. We need a dominant defensive tackle. We're going to need not 1, not 2. I'm being light saying 3 fucking linebackers. Our whole linebacker core has to be replaced. Jalen Brown's on a 1-year deal. And
Denzel
Perriman's leaving, and Divine Diablo can be dead.
Leonard V,
you know what I'm saying? That's 3 linebackers, a defensive tackle. You got to get a safety to replace Trayvon Merritt. You need a playmaker right there at that free safety, and you need a lockdown corner. That's what 7, I think. I don't even know. I'm really counting.
Bro, the defense needs to get rebuilt for sure.
5, 6.
Every year is a fucking rebuild.
And then you still got to do the offensive line. You got to go get another receiver, and now you have a quarterback dilemma. And then let's not even talk about how this is going to affect, like, when we're trying to re-sign our own free agents. I mean, who's like Josh Jacobs is going to want to stay after getting slapped in the face? Basically, look, bro, your 5th-year option. We're not quite sure. We're on the fence with you, bro. So we're going to go ahead and decline that. So now basically you're telling dude, like, after all he's given to this organization, that if he doesn't put up stellar numbers this year, he's going to be out on the streets. This is to a dude that came from living in a fucking car with his family. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he's running like crazy this year. I don't think he's going to want to re-sign with this team after that slap in the face. You know what I'm saying?
And he might have to, though. Because I was hearing about franchise.
Okay, but see, that's a good fucking point. You see what I'm saying? If they would have did the same shit with Carr instead of extending them, what money would we be talking about right now? We'd be talking about we didn't make the playoffs, Carr's gone. You see what I'm saying? Why did they think of that? That guy played his fucking ass off. Hurt the last 4 games, bro. They balled the fuck out.
So they had to extend DC. That was part of the deal of getting Devontae Adams.
Is there proof on that, Dirty? Because we can't say that. Because honestly, listen, if there's proof of that, bro, then I would like to see it. Because listen, Derek Carr.
There's proof of there is proof of that.
Okay. Well, let me just see if coincide with it. So Derek Carr made a bad decision across the board, anyways. No matter what, him accepting this deal was bad for him. He was hoping on the fucking fact that it was just gonna work. He wasn't betting on himself, and they weren't betting on him, and he signed that, and he fucked himself. Right now, you would have more leverage. A coach of mine, a friend of mine, turned around, told me it's a coach.
Bro, they just came down here and pulled a wise guy, bro. Yeah, I mean, they just brought they Boston gangster asses down here, bro, and pulled the wise guys in Vegas. No, they see, ain't nobody looking at that aspect. They ain't looking at the at the New England Mafia that just came to Vegas. You know what I mean?
Two youths.
Look, I come to you today. You come to me today for my daughter's wedding, and you ask me, bro, they just came and pulled a mafia move. They literally just came and pulled a mafia move, bro. You know what I mean? For real. Like they literally just gangstered this nigga. You know what I mean? Like they gangstered this whole team, bro. For real. Like they literally came in here and it was like, look, you know, you hire us, man. We get you the business, right? We get you the business, man. Like we come in and we talk to the people and we make sure things is happening and boom, bam, boom, boom, bada boom. You know what I mean? You get paid money. That's literally what they did, bro. Gord, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Hope all is well. Nation, what's good? I see you. What's good? What you do? Jerome, what's good with you? Jerome in the house. Yeah, I say Jerome in the house. Shut your mouth. Yeah, but no, like let's take a look at something really quickly, you know what I mean? And then we can definitely get back into, you know what I mean, the topic of conversation. But there's a list of things that I really want to look at, you know what I mean? We have our opponents for next year, you know what I mean? I don't know how the schedule is going to be set up just yet, you know what I mean? But we have what I think is actually a tough schedule. You know what I mean? Now you look at some of these names, you be like, but if you look at the year that they had, and what they could quite possibly do, maybe in free agency, maybe in the draft, you start to see things at a different aspect. Like the Lions, for example, look at the Lions. The Lions playing fire football right now, bro. They add what 2, 3, maybe 2 key pieces, bro. One on each side, or maybe they solidify a little bit something more on their offense. I mean, shit. Who's to say Derek Carr don't end up in fucking Detroit? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, you know, so for me, you know, when I look at these teams on the list, I'm looking at everything. I'm taking into consideration just what it is these teams could quite possibly do, and basing off what I saw them do this year, you know what I mean, especially with the coaches that they have. So, you know, coming to play us, we got the Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos. We already know that. The Patriots have to come see us again. You know what I mean? That's Bill Belichick. You know what I mean? So you can't underestimate the Patriots. That's Bill Belichick. Then you got the Jets, who can play good football. Might quite possibly have Derek Carr under center. It's a possibility. You know what I mean? So that would be him returning back into Vegas, but in a different uniform, right? Then you got the Packers. I ain't worried about them. I got a strong feeling Aaron Rodgers is about to retire. Even if he doesn't retire, I don't think he's returning to Green Bay. You got the Vikings. Good defense, good offense, number 1 wide receiver in the NFL. Definitely a handful, right? Steelers beat us. You know what I mean? Honestly, you give Kenny Pickett another, you know, season or 2. You know what I mean? The kid could quite possibly be something. They need to definitely add some pieces to him, but it's a strong possibility.
That'll be 3 years in a row we play the Steelers. Fuck.
And then the Giants, right? That's just the teams coming in to play us, right? They come into our house. We definitely got to defend the house, especially with these 3 right here. We gotta make sure that's a win for us. And when they come into the house, definitely got to beat these cats, because I'm just tired of them. If you got Brady under center, more than likely it's going to be a primetime game. You can guarantee that. Jets, Packers, whatever. I feel like we could beat the Packers. That's not a big deal. Jets is going to be a good game. Vikings is definitely going to be a good game. Steelers is always going to be a good game. We should have beat them this year, but we didn't. And, we blamed somebody, and then he got benched. That's just how that goes. And then the Giants.
Derek Carr?
Yeah, that guy. And then we got to go on the road. Of course, we got to play the same three. But then you got to go into Chicago, where that's a tough environment.
Depends on when they put us there. If they put us there in fucking November, December, or January, that's a problem.
Man, look, if you look at all our games are on the East.
Look at that Dolphins game. If they put us there in September, that's a problem,
bro. All of these, I guarantee you,
they digress.
I guarantee you. Let me see: Chiefs, Broncos, Bears. Lions, I don't worry about because they play in a dome. But Chiefs, Broncos, Bears, Bills, I guarantee you, out of those 4 games, 3 of them in the snow, or at least in the cold weather.
Dirty. Don't discount that Dolphins game if they put us in September in Miami.
Yeah, but that's Miami, bro. I'm not.
And
worried
we wear
about
black, bro.
We're not gonna wear black on the road. We don't have
no choice. Look, Miami wears white at home. Nobody, you guys don't.
No, they wear that turquoise.
They wear that
blue. Don't.
Too.
They wear white at home, bro.
They wear turquoise.
Since when?
They have been known to wear turquoise at home.
I mean,
they only wear turquoise under the lights. They wear
just drink pickle juice, dog. Just drink pickle juice on the sideline. That's it.
I mean, that sounds good and everything, but you're wearing black in like 500%.
That's the pickle juice, dog. That's it.
So if y'all, when you guys are looking at that schedule, right? Immediately that pops off this schedule. When you look at the schedule, the first thing that pops into your mind is you need to do what? Start with Phil.
What's the first thing that you need to do when you start? You gotta get sharper at the point of attack on both sides of the ball, offensive line and defensive line. I believe that they have to, in order to truly progress and get to where they need to start addressing the areas of the field that they've been neglecting, which is the center of the game, the defensive tackles, the middle linebacker, safety, the center, the guard. Now we can whether you want to bring in Brady or not. If you're going to bring in Brady, you have to solidify the pass protection in the middle of the offensive line, because that's where his Achilles heel is. If it can come straight up the gut, Parham's going to be fine. Andre James pass blocking and stunt pickup is not. Alex Bars was serviceable, but you need to get better there as well. The tackle play was fine. The big knock I have on Illuminor is the penalties. The play itself was fine, but the penalties absolutely have to get cleaned up. But on the defensive line, you got to have somebody else besides Max showing up consistently. And I don't believe that the defensive line and the linebacker are positions that you can afford to wait until a 4th or 5th to pick up a guy. You need to get a fucking difference maker, and you need to get a difference maker right fucking now.
Yep.
Before we move on, I got another guest backstage, ladies and gentlemen. We'll bring this brother out real quick, and then we can move on, and we'll get into Ern's analysis and what his thoughts is from the initial thought of just the opponents that we got to face. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. First time showing up this year, you know what I mean? It's a new year. I think first time Ern's got here this year.
Yes,
First time Lowe's been here this year. You know what I mean? Phil's been here this year already, right? Phil, you been here this year already?
No, I think we did it before Christmas, before the break.
Was it before the break?
I think
you kind of been like a little late night here and there, bro.
Yeah,
just New Year.
Gabe been here though, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? This is another brother I've had a chance to hang out with, get to know. You know, like I said, there's a lot of people I respect on YouTube. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people I respect outside of YouTube. Um, one of the greatest things I can honestly say is, bro, when I have a difference of opinions or something needs to be clarified, if I can have a genuine conversation with you and we can hash things out, man, hey, that's more love, more respect. And that's why I say I rock with real motherfuckers. Ladies and gentlemen, fresh up out the tomb, the man has been growing and growing and growing. And you got to go over there and show him love with what he's doing, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Mr. Farrell of the NFL. What's up with you, boy?
What's good, man? Salute to y'all, man. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute since I've been on a late night, man.
Man.
Pharaoh, what the fuck? Is that power forward? That's
That's
a power forward right there?
Hey, move to the side, bro. Like, I need to see your background, bro. This doesn't look like a bro. Like, hey, look, watch out. You got a new mic, got a new bro. All of a sudden,
I gotta see the intro video. We gotta make sure that was.
Yeah, I know. Look at him. Look at my boy. Look at him.
That was good, man. How y'all doing, man?
How y'all doing,
I
man?
gotta call in,
brother.
Boy,
Yes,
you don't
sir.
have
Hey,
to-
for all of you up there, man, in Northern Cali, how's the fucking rain, dog?
To
Killing
be
it.
honest with you, I think the
This
news
shit's
is kind of
crazy.
overdoing it. To be, in my opinion, I think certain areas are getting hit harder than others. But I will say this though, I think, in my opinion, I think that the biggest crime here is that people are kind of ignoring like the infrastructure because it's just rain.
Yeah.
It ain't a hurricane. It
Yeah,
ain't a
exactly.
tornado. It's just rain. But everything around, like just because it's raining more than usual, is causing all these issues because the way everything's built, it can't handle it.
Can't handle it, dog. The fucking
So now
It's a
that's
good
what's going
reset,
on in the city. Out where I'm at, the trees are getting pulled out of the ground and shit is flooding.
Damn.
Yeah. See, like I said, some areas are getting hit harder more than others. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy.
yeah, dog, because that shit look crazy, you know? The fucking then that shit that's coming or whatever, like that. You guys are bracing for another storm, no, or something like that.
It
Oh
beats
yeah,
fire.
it's we need all that rain up here though.
Oh
Because,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, for
people
sure.
just don't know how to fucking drive in the rain because we're not used to having big storms like that. So it's like the freeways are crazy. They're always like, you know, locked up and shit, and motherfuckers having hella accidents.
Yeah. For
Hey
sure.
Raiders, I hope everything is all right. You say you staying by a river that's overflowing. Look, I hope all
Russian
works
River,
out
yeah,
for you,
that
bro.
was
shit.
always flooding up there.
Careful.
Yeah, over here they say it's like on the weather thing, you know, on your weather app.
Mhm.
Over here on the weather app, it says it's gonna rain for like 4 days straight, and then it only rains like one.
Yeah.
Hey, I live on the hill.
Oh, it's
I live,
this.
I live on the hill, so I'm good, bro. I live
So
on
dirty on the top of the hill, just pointing at everybody. Just look at him.
the hill. I'm good.
Watching everybody else wade through that shit, huh?
Hey, look, people be like, you know, what happens if a flood? I said, look, it's got to wipe out about 35 miles of inland, bro, before it gets to me, bro. Like, I'm so
You know
good,
what?
bro.
So,
Like,
for the guys in the coast and everything in the bay, and everyone's
Hey,
like,
don't hate
yeah,
me,
it's
yeah.
fine, right? But once it starts getting over a certain point, they have drainage. Where the drainage goes to us.
Yep.
So we're gonna get all that shit. So I'm gonna be floating low.
Floating low. He's gonna be doing this show. He's gonna be doing this show right there on a floaty.
Floating in there,
Hey, we're gonna call him
I don't throw no
Aqualo.
roaches away, Joseph. I don't throw no roaches away. I open the mugs up. I put them in the. I don't waste.
You got
I
a
don't
special
waste.
jar. That's
I
what
don't,
it is.
yeah, special jar. Yeah. Pharaoh know.
Yeah, that little special jar when all that weed gone, bro.
He
That
hung out
special
with me
jar,
for a
it got
couple
some
of days.
special
He
shit in
know
it, bro.
I got a jar. I don't waste.
It'd be some magical weed in that
what
special
is
jar.
that? What does it happen when the weed's gone?
Especially
What
when
does
you
that
start
happen?
mixing them up too.
I know. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
As soon as I get down to like an eighth, as soon as I get down to like maybe an eighth or a quarter, I'm like, I gotta go re-up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't
Hey,
feel
hey,
right.
so
Look
Ern,
at
let's get back
Yeah.
into
Hey,
this.
Yeah.
truly, Tony Bang says homeless people making life changing decisions right now. That
Shit, they working their ass off. They trying to get that house. Shit.
For real.
Hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna say no to
Shit.
crack and go ahead and get me a job, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Motherfucking tents floating down the
Somebody to
street
walk
and shit.
What qualifies you to get a job? I was prom queen of King High School.
Oh no,
No.
now you ain't nothing but a prom fiend.
Damn.
Crackheads backstroking on MacArthur.
Oh my god.
Hey, so Ern, looking at the schedule, man, what jumps out to you, bro? Like what's your initial point of attack? You know what I mean? Just basing off the opponents that you see us having to play next year.
Okay, the first thing that stands out to me when I look at that schedule is like, holy shit, bro. I only see a few wins in that motherfucker as it stands right now. You know what I'm saying? But we got to see what adjustments we make and things like that. Well, I want to completely agree with what Phil said. The only thing I want to really emphasize is we need 3 new linebackers, bro, plus depth. I mean, that's a tough task, and then you still got other holes to fill.
They got decent depth already, but I'm replacing all 3 starters too.
Yeah.
Y'all not bringing back Perryman?
Depends
I
on
don't think Perryman's coming back, whether we want him back or not.
I think he'll come back. They like him, and he liked it here. He played well enough. His thing is just injury. It's like if he wants more than 3.5-4 million, he's gonna have to take a hike. But if he's coming back at 4 million, you got to stop and think. You're not gonna be able to get that level of efficiency or return for 4 million.
So you're gonna give the guy the green dot only 4 million, and everybody else that you're gonna bring in, you give him more money. That's
no
not
low. He's not wearing. He doesn't have the green dot. Deron Harmon's wearing the green
injured.
dot.
Yeah. At the beginning of the season, he was wearing the green dot, so he was ahead of the defense.
I mean, I'm a Perryman fan, you know what I mean?
No,
but
what
I could just tell that he's not coming back, even if they want him back.
Right, that's why I'm just agreeing with you. I'm just saying the overall broad spectrum of it. If you really look at it, he's not going to come back and wear that green dot again for the injuries and only $4 million, bro. While somebody else is going to come in on the fucking left side of him making fucking 10 or 9. No way. And we're not going to afford him because he's injured, so he's not going to be here. So I'm agreeing with you. I'm just kind of like elaborating why.
Got you.
Feel what I'm saying?
Right. Today's munchie snack is Reese's peanut butter cup.
Ooh,
shake.
Laces out.
Today's official munchie snack for the channel today. It is.
What was that, Pharaoh?
Huh?
I said future sponsors over there.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, look. Look. If I eat it, I'll let you know. This is what I rock with. I'm also being hydrated by the one and only today, Heineken. You know what I mean? Nice. If you want,
have a clear bottle,
but you know what I mean, get yourself a Heineken.
Huh? Dirty, save it, make them pay you to say that shit, bro. Don't be giving them motherfuckers.
Hey, look. First 4 are free. Everything after that, I need some paper. Look.
Hey, y'all ever see Wayne's World when he's like,
hey, this is my tryout. This is my tryout. But Pharaoh, let's get to you. You know what I mean? Have you seen the opponents?
Man, I didn't even get a chance to talk about the season. I mean, I know you guys probably talked about that over and over again at this point, but I'm just like, damn, I haven't talked to y'all in a minute. Man, a disappointing season, man. Disappointing seasons, like, come on, man. Like, I think the biggest, for me, in my opinion, the biggest thing that I hope that I'm wrong about, and I hope someone could just convince me otherwise. But I think Mark Davis need to sell the team, man. Mark Davis need to sell the team, man.
Hey, look,
man.
So I told you
he's over here complaining about opposing fans coming to Vegas when it is your job to put a winning product on the field, and then you're gonna kick out the guys that literally pay season tickets, thousands of dollars that literally
bullshit.
That's
bullshit.
And you know what? We should have seen it coming. And I was talking to Dirty about this, man. Mark Davis' character has been on full display since he fired Jack Del Rio and had him announce his firing in front of everybody instead of him just going out and just saying that he fired Jack Del Rio as a man. You know what I mean? Things like that. The way he handled the Derek Carr situation, I didn't agree. If you didn't like Derek Carr to begin with, why didn't you trade him years ago? Like, that is pointless. You just
For real, why come out and say that stupid shit like you were lukewarm on him? You were lukewarm on him for a while now. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? Like,
just wasted a season. We could be in the playoffs right now.
you could have had 2 firsts from Indy. 2 first-round picks from Indy, dog.
Hey, look,
But
I
see,
told
that's
you
what
on
I'm
the phone,
saying. But what I'm saying is,
I
bro,
hadn't said this out loud ever, but I'm telling you, bro, Mark Davis doesn't really want to own the Raiders, and I think he's only holding on to the team until his mom passes away.
bro, trip out.
I'll tell you one thing, dog. If they sell the Raiders, that fucking sale, dog, because of the where it's at, Vegas,
Everything's gonna change.
and they know it's gonna go fucking.
Hey, look,
that sale's gonna
his
be
mom
so
won't
big,
sell the
dog.
team. She's holding on to it because it was something her husband built. You know what I mean? So she's holding on to it. But I'm telling you, when she passes away, I guarantee you, Mark Davis sells his team.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I wouldn't be surprised if I went to go get tickets to the Raider game and I got denied because Mark Davis was like, "Nah, you can't come."
Yeah, how you gonna kick out your fucking own fans, dog? And then call it embarrassing. Like, embarrassing is what you fucking like the product that you put on the field. Why is it
That's
okay, you know, for him to be embarrassed of the fucking fans or supposedly, but not us to be embarrassed of the product on the field? That's some bullshit. They pay your fucking. Why do you think your stadium is almost fully fucking bought back already? You know what I mean? Because of the fans, because of the people that spend money there, dog. You know what I mean? They're the highest fucking tickets in the NFL.
In all of sport, except for boxing.
I want to say this real quick while these words that are getting ready to be said reflect me and only me. These words have nothing to do with my panel. They have nothing to do with my chat. These are all my words. No one has written anything down or forced me to say any of this.
Is this? Are you gonna read what I texted you earlier?
No. Mark Davis, you say that we as fans have embarrassed you by allowing another team to take over our stadium. Well, Mark Davis, as fans, you are an embarrassment to us as an NFL owner. You have no knowledge of football. I was trying to be nice to you. And
it's his last name only.
You seem to value people who have no ties to this franchise more than you value the people who fucking pay for you to even have a franchise. I went to 2 games this year. I saw how much you charge for parking, how much you charge for a tailgate spot. I saw how much you charge for a beer.
Enlighten us to these things.
I know how much you charge for merchandise inside your stadium that I could get somewhere else outside the stadium for about 30 to 40% less.
50.
I know your hats are $80 at Raider.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. The what?
Yes. The hats there are $80, dog.
Is that like during the season?
Some of them.
During the season?
Some of them.
Are these motherfuckers autographed? Do they fly?
Like this one was $50.
Yeah.
There.
They come with virtual reality goggles.
This one,
kind of dope though.
This one was $75 at Raider Image, bro. The 50 a year. This shit was $75, bro. I got this shit at Lids for $40.
With the name.
Fucking name inscribed
with the name
bro.
on it. Yep. The only time you get a deal is if you take the tour, and when you leave, you get like 15 or 20% off or something like that. If you have the tour
that's why I got that all white hat. Was $80, and I
bought it. That was crazy. They have a hat there that's fucking that's like the bedazzle one or whatever. The one some food wears.
$300.
Hey, yo, trip out. Fun fact. I believe it's the Raiders are the second highest grossing team this year.
Yeah, easy.
So I'm just saying I don't know why we're tripping on money, but I digress.
Let me finish.
I know. I'm sorry.
No money. No, I'm not tripping on money. I'm just saying that fucking.
Let me finish with Mark Davis real quick. Mark Davis, as I said, has nothing to do with my panel. These are all my words. I'm a Raider till I die. And I've never got on the field with a silver and black helmet, a play to down a day in my life for you guys. But I have cheered my heart and soul for this fucking team. The embarrassment is that you have not blessed us with a winning culture. The embarrassment is the fact that you look down at us and act like we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. The embarrassment is that you're okay with a coach that may be a good offensive coordinator, but is not a good head coach and has yet to prove it. Now, I hope that I'm wrong, but there's nothing that you can tell me or show me that tells me I am. I watched him make a somewhat decent quarterback god awful. I saw him take a playoff team and turn them into a 6-win football team. I watched him coach a team that lost 5 double-digit leads this year. I watched him coach a team that lost 10 games by less than a touchdown. I watched him be okay with a shit defense. I've watched so much this season that it has been an embarrassment to support you. You, Mark Davis, a guy that I've been like, you know what? Just give him a chance. Just give him a chance. And every time we give you a chance, man, you fucking blow it. You do nothing to solidify this franchise moving forward. I'm starting to look at you as the fucking the motherfucker that used to own the Clippers, Donald Sterling. You own us for a tax write-off.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Close. Whoa.
Minus the racism.
Come on.
Minus the racism. All right, minus the racism. But yet here it is. You had a guy who owned something that knew nothing about it. It was for a tax break. And that's how I feel when I think about you as the owner of the Raiders right now. You're owning us for a tax break. You don't really want to win. You just want to do good enough to continue to sell tickets. Well, that's not enough for us anymore. Once you put a phenomenal winning product on the field, your revenue will quadruple.
He's worried about fucking having magic shows during halftime and shit like that.
Bro, Raider Nation is willing to open their pocket for a winning product.
So they got to do.
We'll go above and beyond supporting you for a winning product.
Fuck yeah.
But all we're asking in return of our last 25 years of money that we've thrown at you is that you please give me something in return that I can be proud of to say, hey, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. But you haven't given us that. And I don't think we're asking for a lot as fans. We're asking you to do is be above 500. I don't need a championship every year. One would be nice. But if I could at least be above 500 and be a goddamn playoff contention and some fear to a team in the NFL, I'd be happy. But to be irrelevant?
It's horrible.
Can we at least be the Steelers, bro, where they're at least competing every year?
What you was talking about on that one. I need a championship every year. That is supposed to be the
goal. It would be nice to have one.
It's not realistic.
I don't give a shit.
I know it's not realistic, but I mean to have that caliber of a team.
To have like to not be like to not be like hoping. I would like to not be hoping during the beginning of the season, to be confident at the beginning of the season that we're gonna fucking probably get there. You know what I mean? Even if we don't get there, but just at least be confident during the season. Like right now, we're like at the beginning of the season, I was a little confident, but the fucking coaching just fucked up. Like we need to have that stability to where every year we go in like, damn, dog, we can win it this year. We can win it this year, not hoping. You know what I mean? It's like we got to be confident going into the year. That's just like that. I'm tired of that fucking bullshit, dog. Like, oh yeah, this is gonna be our year. Hopefully, hopefully. But it's like we need stability, dog. Like a Steelers franchise, like a fucking what the fucking Patriots were. You know what I mean? I know they're trying to do that over here, but that shit don't work when you move it from one side to the other, dog. Like that's a culture that worked over there. You need to build your own culture. You know what I mean? And we need to build that winning one. That's just
it starts at the top. And Mark Davis got to set the tone. You know what I mean? Like if you're in interviews talking to future head coaching candidates, and you're over here talking about Carr and how basically talking about Carr like he's trash.
For real, bro.
It's okay if you have that opinion, but why don't you just get rid of him? This is how
for real. What does that make you look like? You know what I mean?
For first round pick, I just don't get why keeping it. It's just dysfunction year after year. You know, Mark Davis inherited the team at the end of the day. He didn't earn it like Al Davis at the end of the day. And he admittedly says that he doesn't really know too much about football, but at the same, it is his football team, so he can make big decisions. But
yeah, but he's not like his dad. Like his dad had hands on a bunch of shit. This guy has fucking hired everybody to do everything for him.
Look,
so check this out.
It's fine.
Coming from Al Davis owning the team and the way he ran the shit, this is what we asked for. Is for Mark Davis to hire somebody else and not be so hands-on. I mean, this is kind of what we asked for.
Even though
but we need an owner who
100% hands-on, I still need you to be, I still need you to be more intelligent up here and say, you know what? Hey, look, I see
it's not working.
I may not know football, but I can tell this shit ain't working. Yeah. You need to get something right. You need to fix something. And I've said this, and I'll stand by it. You should have benched Derek Carr after he got hurt. Actually, you should have benched him at the fucking Saints game.
Yeah,
you should have benched him after the Saints game.
Yeah.
That's when you should have been letting Steady play.
Because according to reports, that's when they felt like that wasn't going to be their guy anyway. So why fucking drag it on?
Hey, even before that, that's the sad part. Even before that, because they said the first few weeks of the season, what
was the Saints, like the fourth week?
That was the halfway mark, damn near.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, first few weeks of the season. That means you didn't like them before the season.
Exactly. So that means the first few weeks, and then you lose 24-0. So why not do it there?
The Raiders.
So, I got a question for you guys. Right? Just off top, right? Say you're going to Walmart, right? And say you see Mark Davis. You don't know who Mark Davis is. You just see him walking, right? And then you see Josh McDaniels, right? And like, say Mark Davis starts talking to you. Doesn't it feel like a setup? Because McDaniels looks like a fucking undercover cop, and then this guy looks like he's like a fucking informant, bro. Like on Miami Vice, bro. These motherfuckers aren't like, bro. These guys don't make fucking good choices. Why can't nobody see that shit, bro? These motherfuckers don't make good choices, bro. Like for real.
They really don't.
I'm sorry, bro. Like,
Mark
Davis wears Walmart pants, bro.
Hey, bro.
He's a millionaire, dog. What the fuck are you doing, dog? Mark
Davis is just
all slicked up, whatever. You can't tell this motherfucker, hey, get cleaned up, dog. What are you doing? Cut your hair. Put on a hat.
Hey,
it's like during the season, it's like
as long as you can win. If you could put a winning product, that's all I care about.
Bro, another thing too is like, why do you enable the coach, dog? Like, why do you enable instead of being like putting some pressure on the coach, like saying, you know what, if this keeps happening, we're gonna probably have to take a look at, you know what I mean, at the coaching position or something like that. Put some pressure on the. He assures him when it's media, when it's the games are going so bad, like we could see it. We're not blind. We can see it in front of our face of what the product on the field is, and he's still saying like, nah, this is the guy. He's a real good coach. Like, nah, bro, like you need to put some pressure on him at least. You know what I mean? Be a fucking owner. Like. That shit is just frustrating.
Hey, salute to the chat.
Anybody, bro. Oh,
Hey
go ahead.
Raiders, thank you for both your donations, man. The $2 and the $5, man. Greatly appreciate you for real. Thank you kindly. Much love, much respect. He says Mark woke up one day, looked in the mirror, and said, "I'm gonna ruin this man's whole career." Yeah, nah, he couldn't have been looking at Carr in the mirror. Carr don't swing that way, so. If he looking, if he looked in the mirror one day and said, "I'm gonna ruin this man's whole career," he was talking about himself. He's the only man in the mirror.
Bro, I mean,
you're the only man's career you can ruin.
Ziegler can draft as much as he wants, and what Ziegler's gonna do is he's gonna end up having to cut his roommate or whatever the fuck he was or however he grew up with him because Ziegler's gonna draft good players.
What up, JT?
I hope so. No, I do have faith in Ziegler.
Good, but
Ziegler and Champ, I think are gonna fucking because everybody forgets about Champ, but I think that dude has some good input. So I think he's gonna. I think that's the guy who could probably maybe get some defensive players in here. But let's give him a full draft. I want to see that full draft, and hopefully they fucking focus on the defense.
What do we see in the draft this year that makes us confident? I'm not saying that I'm not confident. But like, what did we see in this last draft that makes us confident going into the next draft? I mean, our top pick was Dylan Parham, which is somebody who got punked like a little boy like most of the fucking season.
I like Dylan Parham.
I like Parham.
I liked him. I liked him at the beginning of the season. As the season went on, I was like, "Bruh, this dude's getting ran the fuck over."
And let me tell you why.
Parham didn't start losing battles until he twisted his ankle.
No, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because the center of our offensive line was James. James and Carr were doing pretty well last year, right? The last 4 games, they came together. They were running everything well, all right? So now when they came in, Lombardi started changing everything. James started missing the stunts. And that was getting pressure up the fucking middle and making them look like shit. And then him and Bars were getting entangled with each other. So they digressed this year in pass protection. Not running.
Not run.
Obviously, that's evident there. So on the passing side of the ball, they all fucking digressed. Because most of the problems that were coming and everybody's seen it were the stunts.
I want to know
happening. And those
if we had a first round pick, Parham wouldn't have been our first offensive lineman.
Right. But regardless of whatever, no, he was playing well.
I like Parham. No, I think he could.
I like Parham.
Be a good player. I mean, third round pick at the end of the day, like
for a third round pick too.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
No,
you remember
our offensive line is good, except for
you got a starting guard in the 3rd round pick, dog. I mean, that's pretty fucking good.
You guys remember McKenzie's 3rd round pick? Remember that year where there was another year where we didn't have any 1st round picks because of the Carlson Palmer trade. And
what's good with you?
McKenzie's first draft. Do you guys remember the offensive lineman that was drafted with 3rd round?
Gabe Jackson.
Gabe Jackson.
No, it wasn't Gabe Jackson. That was a 2014 draft with Carr.
Wait, what year did you say?
It was it was the first year McKenzie was a GM. I'll look this up, man. It was a 3rd round pick. We didn't have no 1st round picks because Hugh Jackson, whoever wanted to trade all our 1st round picks to get Carlson Palmer.
I remember that scenario, but I don't remember the pick.
Okay, that's
Robert Gallery.
Oh, unfazed truth. No. God damn you.
Robert Gallery was a 2nd pick in the draft.
I think it's Tony Bergstrom.
Yeah,
was it Tony Bergstrom?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Tony Bergstrom.
Is he still in the
league?
I
thought it was Robert Gallery, but that was way before that.
It wasn't
Manelik Watson. I remember Manelik Watson.
Exactly, weak ass guard. He wasn't that good. You know what I mean?
Okay, but regardless of whatever, we've never seen. I mean, we're not gonna. This staff is gonna. Ziegler's gonna bring us good players.
I think so.
Ziegler is not gonna have the problem of bringing good players. He already did that. He brought Devontae. He had everything set up. Boom, boom, boom. And to be honest with you, the way he has all these contracts set up, there are all fucking ways to get out of all these contracts. There's a way to get out of every single one of these contracts, and Ziegler set that shit up. All right, so he's gonna bring good players. But what is the coaching gonna do?
I mean, he's still even got some undrafted guys because even like Masterson. Masterson was, ended up playing good at the end. You know what I mean? You still got to see what you got in Britton Brown. You still got to see what you got in fucking Sincere. fucking, you know what I mean? Because they still have him stashed away. So it's like those guys are still, you know what I mean? That guys that he got too. So it's like, which can pay dividends this year, dog. Because I think there's a reason why they stashed fucking Sincere. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I think that Zamir White, that's the one pick that I didn't like, because it's like he just has no vision, dog. He needs to work on that fucking for damn sure.
He needs more opportunities, man. Like we haven't really seen too much of to give a full
But
evaluation.
he didn't get a chance either this year because of what,
which is fine, because Jacobs was doing his thing out there. You know what I mean? I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying it's kind of like we haven't really seen too much.
You guys remember when Zamir White was drafted? How everybody was like, "Oh, he's a younger, better version of Josh Jacobs. He's a younger, better version of Josh Jacobs." Now I'm sitting here like, "Yeah, okay."
What was that, Phil?
That's what everybody was saying when Zamir got drafted.
Better than Jacobs?
His play style.
He's a younger, better version of Josh Jacobs.
He needs to recognize holes. You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
His field vision is horrible.
His field vision is, and it didn't look that way because basically the way that Georgia ran him was straight up the gut. But that's one of the things that I did also say, because you're right, Ern, I did say that. But I also
that's good.
When it went to Georgia, he was making two guys miss in the backfield and going head up at positive 3 yards. And that's pretty much what he had going on now. I see now that was because of his lack of vision, because he can't shit.
I don't know what it is, though.
So is he like a Derrick Henry type running back where his strength is going up the middle?
That's fucked up, Terrence.
Yeah, he would be better. He's better if you tell him where to go and don't make him try to read the play, because right now that's just not working for him.
Hey, do you guys believe that a running back gets better with experience?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Reps, yeah, for sure. That's the only way he could get better. But the thing is, like, is he fuck man? Because you've seen at the end of the year too. Like, I know that they're trying to probably get to see what they had in Brian Brown, but
we didn't draft him in the first round. Thank God. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But it was a 4th round pick at the end of the day. It's not like it's a guarantee. Like, it's a fourth rounder at the end of the day, in my opinion. So,
I mean, but we don't have like I don't think we have a problem with the at the backs, because they drafted what they fucking Brent Brown they still have, and then they still have what are they gonna do? How many years did they sign Abdullah for? Just 1 year?
I like Abdullah, man. I like
Abdullah too as a third down back.
You can get better.
Hey, I'll keep Abdullah over Bolden.
Bolden is man. It's probably,
you know what I would like to see next year, man, and this is just me, bro. And I know this is wishful thinking, but give me Josh Jacobs, Amir Abdullah, and Tony Pollard, and I'm sure.
Oh shit!
Nah, Tony Pollard, he's gonna get
paid.
He's getting paid. That kid's getting paid, bro. I know. I said wishful thinking.
I think Sincere McCormick's gonna be nice.
I think so too, man.
Because they were quick about stashing him. Like, I don't even he was on IR, and I don't even think he touched the field more than a couple times. And you didn't hear shit about him going down and being hurt either.
Yep. So I think that's what I would say too. I think they stashed him for a reason. You know what I mean? So it's like that guy, and then they still got Britton Brown. So I mean, those guys are still gonna fight for a spot during training camp and during fucking preseason. So maybe one of those guys fucking comes out and be that third back if we keep Abdullah, you know what I mean? Or maybe be the second back.
Hey, maybe Zamir White will be a poor man's Justin Fargas. Who knows?
Hopefully, shit, that would be cool. I mean, I used to love Huggy Bear.
Nah, man, that dude used to run 100 miles and he just straight line. What he talk? He had no vision. What you talking about?
Right in
there. Fast as fuck, though. When he hit that hole, when it was open and he hit it, he was gone. He was fast, dog. That motherfucker was fast.
Come in and win.
You said what?
Somebody's gonna come in and win at the point of attack. Good field vision. You know what I mean? Ball security. You know, and can block. That's all I really want.
What do you think? What do you think about Hollins though?
I like him. I like him a lot. on special teams too. I would like to see what it would cost to bring him back. I think I looked at his value, and he was a 10 million.
Oh damn!
I mean, if we keep everybody on offense, I wouldn't mind Hollins back. You know, everybody on offense, maybe
For
add
10 mil though.
For how much?
10 mil
for Holland?
No.
Dude.
I think you could probably go get a Nelson Aguilar because he's on the like a little bit. Maybe he could go get him.
Zay Jones got paid. Zay Jones got paid. So now like it's.
But I like Mac though. I would like Mac over Nelson for sure. But it's just like for 10 mil, I don't know.
No, the thing is though this is a terrible free agency wide receiver. It's terrible free agency for wide receivers. So that means like they're gonna get overpaid. Like the best.
I'm thinking 3 years, 10 mil. I'm 3 years, 10 mil.
What did he get paid this year? 2?
Yeah, 2.
2 and a season ticket pass.
Jesus.
And some fucking flip flops because he won't be fucking. So he won't be barefoot. He won't be barefoot.
You know he had a foot injury too during the season. I was like, how the hell they gonna let this man with a foot injury walk barefooted? Like, come on,
through the city.
Right. Hey, what was the Derek Carr shoes? The OOFFORDs?
They need to write that in his next contract. You must wear shoes
everywhere, especially
must wear shoes for sure.
Yeah, I'm not re-signing him at no ridiculous rate. You know what I mean? At the same time, look, draft me a wide receiver, bro. Go draft
a starting.
He had 57 catches, almost 700 yards, and 4 touchdowns. That's about where he should. That's about what that costs these days, brother.
And then plus also
they are expensive.
No. But you're saying a rookie, right? Pharaoh, check this out. This is the best, most elaborate fucking offense known to man that any fucking player can come in and just fucking adapt to. So a rookie, most of the rookies this year that have been coming out have been balling out. So yeah, they'll get it, no problem.
That's the only thing why I would want to keep Hollins, just because like you would want to keep all these guys together for like maybe like you know what I mean, to start, you know, during training camp and have a whole year, you know, off a season together and shit like that. So it's like, man, because that, but at that price, I don't know.
His route running is atrocious, though. Let's just be honest. Mac Hollins' route running is atrocious.
He just has some iffy hands sometimes too.
His hands not
really. Man, this nigga bends. These nigga bends corners like, bro. I'm telling you. Like,
I just feel like Mac Hollins is
he just be bending them, bro. He ain't sharp or nothing. He just be rounding.
I'll bring him back for like 3 mil. 3 mil.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get that because he's gonna be the leader of the special team. So you're gonna have to give him at least 8.
Nah, I think 4.
No, listen, you don't know. Listen, but listen, you guys gotta miss me. Look, even though I'm talking shit, like I talk mad shit, like
he's a good gunner. He's a good gunner.
No, he is the gunner.
The gunner.
He is the gunner.
He's a special
that's what he came in for. He got special teams captain.
He just got to stop dancing. He just got to stop dancing after he fucking downs the ball. You know.
What did we pay him this year?
$2 million.
$2 million.
Double that and put another half on that, man. 4.5.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, 4.5 sounds good.
2 years. So what's wrong with that? 2 years, 8?
Or how about incentivizing his contract?
2 years, 8? No, I'd go 2 years. I go, man. Like I said, bro, I go 3 years.
10 million. Somebody will offer him 10 million.
For one,
or I would say, like, how about if you incentivize his contract? You know what I mean?
Look at what Zay Jones.
Check this
Look
out.
at what Zay Jones got from Jacksonville this year, and he didn't have as good a stats as Mac Hollins does.
For reals.
But how did Mac Hollins get those stats again this year?
The argument for Zay Jones is that Zay Jones was playing the number 1 wide receiver last year too. Mac Hollins is eating off of all that attention being on Devontae.
That's true. But at the same time, it's still the statistics.
Yeah.
No. I think Hollins played well for us, man. For what we paid him, like
I think so too. But what he played this year, but he is going to cost more for sure.
You got 690 yards and 4 touchdowns out of your special, and 57 catches out of your special teams captain.
Yeah, why not give him a couple?
Can we get Aguilar cheaper for a cheaper price?
He don't play special teams.
But I'm just saying that can we get
special teams captain?
If Aguilar, who fulfills that deep threat role, which we really needed because we really playing
need
Adams as a deep threat, which we shouldn't do because we should take advantage of all his capabilities as a number one receiver. But if we can bring in Aguilar as a number 2 receiver, 3 to 5 mil, I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? A guy that's familiar with that offense. And I know you guys, someone mentioned a rookie receiver, but look how hard it was for these players to figure out this offense. Imagine a rookie come in and it's going to be tough for that receiver to come in and make an impact.
Yep.
Trip out, bro. I just got a fucking fake sports app saying that now that if Aguilar comes over here, that means Mac Jones is coming, and then we're officially going to be changed to the Las Vegas Patriots.
Oh God!
Hey, that's another thing, though. Mark Davis,
I don't think the Patriots are ready to give up on Mac Jones. I think they.
I'm talking that shit, bro. I'm just talking that shit. It's just, I miss you, bro. I haven't talked shit to you in a long time, bro. So
I'm being honest. I think New England sticks it out one more year with him. Try to develop Bailey a little bit more. I think that's where they go with that. I know they don't want Jimmy G. You know what I mean? Ziegler and McDaniels was quick to get him out of New England. They didn't want him there. He was worth something. You know what I mean? They passed on him.
What happens if the rumors are true that if Cliff Kingsbury goes to the Patriots? It's a rumor.
As an offensive coordinator?
And if he does, do you really see Mac Jones being the quarterback for Cliff Kingsbury?
I personally think the best thing for Cliff Kingsbury to do would be take a year off.
Yep.
Go back to college.
He needs to go back to college is what he needs to do.
I would definitely tell you to take a year off, though, man. Don't jump into something, bro. You know what I mean? Take a year off, reevaluate yourself. You know what I mean? Get your ducks in a row, and then come back. Because if you just jump into something, man, you know what? You may not never come out of this sea of turmoil you in.
Yep.
Yeah, he has to. I think in order to be successful, because college fucking coaches are getting paid fucking bank now too, dog. I mean, and he had a good program in Oklahoma, dog. It's just like I think he can go back somewhere and succeed at the college level, but I don't think he's made for the NFL.
Hey, yo, I got a question for everybody. All right.
Hold on. Hey, gentlemen, I'm about to slide out. I'm gonna see you on the next one, Dirty. I appreciate you having me on.
All right.
Y'all have a great evening.
All right, so bro.
Stay up.
Another 15, about another 15 minutes, man. I'm
shit,
past the 90-minute mark, but another 10 to 15 minutes, man.
All right, my quick question is, like, say for example, okay, we get 2 number 2s for Carr. We make the trade, right? Two number 2s. That's all we get, and that's even being
generous.
Crazy. Brady's not on the table no more. What happens?
It means that we're gonna
have 2 number 1s and
we're gonna
4 number 2s.
Then what you do with all that draft capital that you have is you go ahead and you swing for the fences and see what Baltimore wants for Lamar Jackson.
Ooh, if we could get Lamar Jackson to come to Las Vegas.
Hey, would you guys want Justin Fields?
No.
Because there's supposedly there's rumors about the Bears trying to go up to try to get CJ Stroud and trade.
They don't gotta go up. They got number one.
Number one.
Oh yeah, I mean,
not to go up bro.
To get CJ Stroud and then get some draft capital for Fields.
I just don't want CJ Stroud here. I think he can be good anywhere else. I just, me and Ohio State players, man. Man,
he's from the Inland Empire, bro.
I know where he's from. He played ball with my son.
Hey, you don't want him?
I got a feeling they would ruin him, bro. I got a feeling they would ruin him, bro. I just got a feeling they would ruin him. I don't want the kid to be ruined, bro.
Okay, so we're still at the same spot. No one's actually answered the question. So
Lamar, I did.
Oh, I'm sorry. Phil, can you ask me again? I missed it. I'm sorry. I thought I was.
What do you do if you got 2s for Carr and the Brady's not on the table, you turn around and you take all the draft capital that they have.
Get
and
Lamar. Oh, get Lamar. Get Lamar.
Lamar
Okay.
Jackson.
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you did say that. I'm sorry. I'm real high, but I mean, I remember. No, but like, I'm sorry. Just give me. I have my moments, but no. So like, okay. So if that's the case, then so that's how much are we paying for Lamar? That's gonna be for what 40, 50 million a year.
They're gonna have to. So here's where that contract.
Let you get it all guaranteed.
Is you got to give him it's got to be signing bonus and give him a lot of that cash up front. Now, as we've all seen, apparently Mark is doing a little better because the ticket prices are so goddamn high. So he's good for the cash. Cash has not been an issue, which is now that he's got butts in the stadium, he's starting to get the money that he was supposed to get when they moved out there. So money's not an issue. He's got it. I mean, you see, he just bought another practice facility for the Aces because he's just out there throwing millions to everybody because he just got fuck you money now.
Okay. So how many? Okay. How are we gonna do moving forward? Oh, well, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Everybody answer. Okay, that's a good one. I'll just leave it at that because I know everyone. And yes.
Shit, I don't know. I'll probably. If he's not on the table no more, and they for sure don't want, Jimmy. If they don't want Jimmy G, then what I think, fuck, dog, you're gonna have to draft defense, and then, maybe even waste, try to build this team around. I know Stidham's not, I think, a starting quarterback yet, but you see what you got in him for a year, and you draft maybe a quarterback in the next year where the draft is more quarterback friendly. You know what I mean? Because I think this year I don't think it's a good draft for quarterbacks, but I think in the year coming it'll be better. But I think that's where you got to throw everything at the defense, all your your defense, and then just build around Stidham and see what he can give you.
Or the other thing you can do now that I was thinking of, you can take all that same draft capital and see what the Bears will take so you can move up and draft CJ Stroud.
What you got, Pharaoh?
No, I was just going to say, I mean, to be honest, the Raider fan of me doesn't want Tom Brady to come, even though it's inevitable. Like it's probably going to happen. But if it doesn't happen, I mean, I'm kind of all for like, all right, re-signing Stidham and drafting a rookie, getting another veteran, maybe a guy that's familiar with that offense, aka Brissett or whoever is going to come in a cheap deal, QB deal, and throw everything at that defense. It's time we build some depth, some talent in the team, because when you look at this roster and you compare them to, because we talking about winning championships, right? So we talking about winning championships. That means you're going to be looking at the best teams in the league, and you look at the best team in the league. You look at their roster. It's like if one guy goes down, another guy comes up. Yeah. And we don't got that. We don't have that. And that's because of, bad decisions made by, previous regimes and somewhat this regime too as well. You know what I mean? They got some black marks too on their resume. That Chandler Jones contract ain't looking too good right now. That way they handle the car situation, I didn't agree, but hindsight is 2020. There's a lot of different things where they messed up. There's some good things that they did. So this is a huge offseason for them to like really establish good next year and beyond. I hope it works out, but I like what Phil said about Lamar Jackson, man. He's a special player, man. If we can get him, we need special players. That's at the end of the day, you need the players. But you also need the people who's leading the players to be on point too. Yeah, that's a whole different conversation.
I'll answer it real quick. I think the only thing that's gonna work is none of those, because, and I'm not trying to disagree. No, I'm just saying, like, dead ass serious, bro. Because for real, this was gonna happen.
Heart and soul into the answer, man.
Look, but just hear me out real quick, and I'll be fast, and I'll get out of here, right? And I'll let you answer. Okay, go ahead, Dirty. Right.
I don't get a chance to answer the question.
I know, but I was gonna let you finish. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so for me, here's how I look at it. In that scenario, right? I say you take your lumps. You You go ahead, you let Stiddy play. You use them picks. You know what I mean? You draft defense. It's a defensively heavy draft. You know what I mean? You can definitely knock something out of the park. You know what I mean? With this defense, you can definitely build you a nice defense for the future. You know what I mean? You suck ass for the year, and you draft Caleb Williams the next year with your number one overall pick. Because obviously the floor fell through for you. You didn't get Brady. You shipped away Carr. You know what I mean? You take your lumps. You know what I mean? And then you build your defense. And the following year you get Caleb, number one pick overall.
That's not a guarantee, though, man. It's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
But if you suck balls, you get Caleb Williams.
Like I would just like I think like I don't think Stidham's a fucking the starter for the future, but if you build around him, I think you can start building the foundation, the defense, the offensive line, like Phil was saying earlier, you build in the trenches and then you start building that defense like Farrell was saying, throw everything at the defense, and that's when you're one player away where you could attract a fucking quarterback that's gonna hit free agency, or in the draft maybe you draft one that you get lucky on or something. But when you start building around, you get guys that are it's more attractive for a quarterback to come over here. You know what I mean? So that's what, because the offense is already good, and then if you build a defense, that's when a quarterback that's hitting free agency is like, damn, they're one player away. I could probably I could be that player. So that's why I say just build around Stiddy for now.
Yeah, and that's another thing too, is that we kind of like are brushing under the rug because obviously this is not a strong QB class compared to 2024. But hey, man, if they feel like they have a guy that they believe in and they can develop, they can go ahead and do so. And for a year, have them develop, learn that offense, and then have them start that second year. Hey, man, like it's not rocket science. I mean, it's nothing is a guarantee. We see it every year. Every team everybody has expectations, and only a certain amount of teams win. But man, I just want to see a great defense from the Raiders. I want to see a talented roster, but I haven't seen that as a Raider fan since maybe 2002. You know what I mean? Like, and that was a team full of veterans. You know what I'm saying? So look at the 49ers, man. Look how they doing it. Look at some of these teams. Look at the Eagles. Like,
bro, I want to see some Deron Payne. I want to see some Jordan Poyer. I want to see some
Roquan Deron Payne. Fuck,
bro. I want to see
that
some
would be great.
Edmonds, bro. I want to see them attack and get at least 2 of the top free agents on defense if they can, bro. Give me a D lineman and a linebacker, man. We can We can work everything else out.
All right, can I answer my own question?
Draft some of that stuff.
There
Yeah, you can definitely answer the question you asked.
Right. All right. Okay, Phil, I'll start with Phil. Phil, that's not going to work. Even if we give up all the draft capital, $60 to $80 million a year, it's not going to fucking work. Roughly, I'm just being sarcastic a little bit, but like $50 million a year, your defense won't be able to be built. We'll have to wait for another year. By that time, he'll probably already be injured, and then McDaniels will be gone. Farrell.
How many draft picks do we have?
All right, Farrell.
How many draft
what
picks
did you
do
say
we
again,
have?
Farrell? I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Phil. Go ahead.
I said, how many draft picks do we have currently?
10?
11.
14.
11. So we will have 13. That's counting if we get 2 second round draft picks.
That's what you was. Oh yeah, that was your.
That was because the thing was we got
first
Trey Carr. We had 2.
That's 1-1, 3 2s.
No, we got 2 1s.
We'd have. Oh, we'd have 2 1s. Where's the other one coming from?
7 and 9. 2s. I thought it's 7 and 9, right?
No,
it's just 7. Yeah,
he only got 7.
He's thinking about that Carolina trade, the 9th pick.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
so you got the first 2 2s, then you got a third, then you got
a total of 4 2s.
And 4 2s. That's right. Yeah,
3 2s, right?
2. Yeah.
But do we got 2 2s right now?
Okay, this is what we have right now. We have 1-1.
2
1, I think 2 2s, and then so forth. So I'm only going 1 and 2s, right? So if we trade Carr, Brady's off the table, and we get 2 second rounds. So we have 1 and 4.
Four second round picks, dog. That shit would make. I'm telling you, we could build a defense.
A lot of teams gonna
this
call
year.
it. Here's the issue.
Okay, great. So that means if we're gonna do that, we would have to trade some of them number 2s, a bunch of number 1s, and pay $50 to $60 million for this guy, Lamar Jackson, without even putting the offensive line in front of him. All right. So that's not gonna work. So the defense, even though we're gonna have all that young rookies, it's not gonna work. 2, with that, what's gonna happen is Devontae Adams wants in on this whole thing. So if you're gonna have him come in, he'll stay for Lamar, but they know it's gonna fucking be crazy, right? So they won't have money for Jacob, so you won't have a running game because Lamar Jackson is gonna be the quarterback and running back. He's gonna get injured, and then McDaniel's not gonna be here. Now going back,
is Lamar is a free agent this year, right?
Right.
Yep.
But they're gonna franchise tag him, and they're gonna want all kinds of shit for him. So that's what we're gonna have to pay. All right. So Farrell, what'd you say?
No, I said that we should just re-sign Stidham, get another veteran who's familiar with the offense, and draft a rookie. Preferably have that rookie, develop for that year. If worst comes to worst, or if we're trash, obviously let him play. But put all your resources on the defense. Build that defense.
Right. Okay. So Stidham pretty much in college was 7 and 5 on average, right? So that was in college. You know what I mean? And he had a good, that was with Auburn, right? So this is the thing. When he comes in, he's going to play up and down games. So he's going to average maybe about maybe if we're lucky, 16 points a game. That 34 points was a fucking fluke. That's what he always does. He comes in hot, comes in hot. So our fucking defense is going to have to shut teams down 13 points or less, right? Devontae Adams is going to stick around for that. I highly, highly doubt it. Okay, so then you're going to have to pay Jacobs too. So then you're going to be a little bit thinner on the defense because you're going to have to pay Jacobs. What are you going to do? Franchise tag him for a team that doesn't really want him and doesn't want to show no loyalty? That's not going to work. Okay, so now going to
no. You don't think they're going to bring him back with $10 million a year? They're going to bring back Jacobs easy.
I'm good.
Right? No. But see, the thing is, though, they're going to franchise tag him if we have to do that. I'm just saying. I'm just running off of what you were saying. You know what I'm saying? Off of this scenario, there's tons of scenarios.
Right.
I'm just using it just to fucking a talking point, right?
Right.
For Brady not coming, you know what I'm saying? And Carr, and we get that, right? Just a scenario.
Right.
So, and I just threw it out there. I just thought about the question when I asked it. So, okay, Gabe's is pretty close, right? We're gonna still stick with Stidham, try to do all that stuff, right, and try to build, right? But still, though, and go for Caleb. So the thing is, though, Devontae Adams is still not gonna stay with that. Why is he gonna stick around? Because when he first came, the big key about this is Devontae Adams. You see what I'm saying? So he's gonna back out. He's gonna want to be traded. He's not gonna want to stick around. With all these things coming around, he's not gonna want to stick around. So we don't have a number 1 receiver no more. We're going to have more picks to build more. So that's the only thing. So when everyone's saying that this team is not going to be the same next year, it's fucking not. And that's what I was trying to get to. So overall, they're going to do that. And then what's going to happen is McDaniels, in every single scenario, before I even get to the dirties, he's going to have a losing season. And he's going to be gone in the halfway season point. And we're going to have to rebuild anyways.
Hey, and to the chat, man, I'm not saying Stidham is going to be the automatic starter, but you bring him back anyway.
Right. That's the cheapest way.
He's familiar with the offense. He's a cheap quarter. He could run the system, but also bring another veteran who knows the system and have an open competition that way, and then draft a rookie as well. You guys don't forget that I do want the Raiders to draft a rookie, no matter what. I don't care if we got Tom Brady. I want us to draft a rookie that we can, because that quarterback position is hard to nail down. So you need to try to get multiple.
That's another thing too. Any quarterback that comes in besides Brady, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's going to be very, very difficult. Besides Garoppolo, which is not a bad quarterback, but he just gets injured. I don't care what anybody says. He wins. He just gets injured. Does he make stupid mistakes? Yeah, because he probably has fucking concussions. But anyways. But the thing is, though, if anybody comes in to play quarterback in this system, they're not gonna score a lot because it's so complicated. A 9-year vet, captain of a team, couldn't do it. The only person that's gonna fucking make this happen is Brady, and that's off the table. So we're fucked.
Play Chase.
So I'm sorry.
Let Chase play. Let Chase play. That's my whole thing, bro. Just let Chase play.
Hey, Lo, I don't like your scenario though. I don't like your scenario though.
I know. I know nobody likes Cincinnati though.
Why is Brady off the table?
We are.
Because he's going to be off the table.
We are 50 minutes.
So everything will blow up in their faces, and it'll be like, now look at you. You gave up Carr for what?
No, not even that. Come on, Phil. Don't do that. I'm a Raider fan, true and true, bro. The thing is, though, the optimal place for fucking for fucking Brady to go to where he'll actually be optimal will be the Niners because he's a Joe Montana fan. They got defense and they got everything he needs.
I don't think they're willing to give up on that rookie though, because they
I wouldn't
think
either. I wouldn't either. Why would you?
Hey, can I
come in and you be the second string? You don't have to pay the rookie. He's still in the contract. That's a perfect scenario.
Hey,
they're gonna end up getting something for what's his name though too, because they're gonna have to trade not trade him, but maybe because Trey Lance. What are they gonna do with Trey Lance?
He got to clear injury first.
Yeah, I'll get rid of him.
He just had another surgery.
Hey, let me throw this out there. Like, hey, look, what happens? All right, we get Tom Brady, right? We get Tom Brady, and the McDaniels experience doesn't work, and the Tom Brady experiment doesn't work. Will this go down as one of the worst moments in Raiders history? We let Patriots in the building.
We're already in it.
Dunk it
we're
up
in it right now.
And ruin.
The equinox has happened.
Sorry,
bro. Sorry.
You just teed that right up for him. Just right there, down the middle, belt high, get all over it.
You threw a softball pitch to a major league player.
Man, said and he didn't hesitate.
So pretty. Love you guys.
Nah, but I don't know. That fucking, it's gonna be a crazy offseason, though. That's for sure, dog. Because it's like,
your boy needs to be off of YouTube. I don't need to be on YouTube no more.
Hey, look. So we are in the closing stages of the show. I gave you guys a whole extra hour this evening. You know what I mean? But it has been truly fun, impactful, enlightening, and informative and hilarious. Salute to everybody. Castro, I haven't forgot you, bro. I got you. I got it. It's coming, bro. For some reason I had to wait 5 to 7 business days for a transfer. I'll never do that again. But why does it take so? I don't understand about banks, bro. Why the fuck does it take so long for you to get your own goddamn money?
Because they don't fucking really keep money, dog.
They don't keep it. They have to. They're like, hey, bring it over here. We're gonna put it over here, but we'll get it to you when we get it to you.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can't go to a bank. You can't go to a bank and say like, I want 50,000. Like I want 50,000 cash. They'll be like, can you come like in 2 days?
We need to talk to someone.
Yeah, they didn't want to give me 20. They didn't want to give me 20.
Yeah, they'll be like, can you come like in 2 days? And fucking, they have to like make an appointment. Like, what the fuck? No, I need it now.
Ain't nothing worse than having $5 in your checking account and you got to go into the teller to withdraw that.
Horrible, dog.
Nah, I don't understand 5 to 7 business days for a transfer. That just don't make.
I don't understand that shit either, though.
It's fucking computers, bro. Like, what the fuck you doing? You giving it to a nigga that with no arms and legs, and he's gotta crawl on his belly 9 blocks to fucking deliver the fucking transfer? Like it's computer, nigga. Press a button.
Right. Said if I transferred it to the bank account, it happens overnight.
It didn't take you 5 to 7 days to take my money.
Bro, especially if you deposit like on some banks, like you deposit on a Saturday, you don't get your money till Tuesday. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, it just like it don't make no sense, man. Like it should just, and that's why I don't even like banks, bro. I got banks just because, you know what I mean? Just because that's how YouTube paid me. That's why I got a bank account.
Yeah, because you have to have, like, right now it's like some places ain't even taking cash.
Shit, my favorite bank is the box of Jordan and Nike, bro. Like that's my favorite. That's my favorite bank. You know, I mean, the box of Jordan Nike. I got a whole bunch of them stacked. I got a whole bunch of them stacked, bro.
You don't put them in the Jordans. You put them in the Payless, bro. So motherfuckers ain't going for the Payless.
Nigga, open them Jordan boxes if you
Thanks,
want.
I appreciate you saying that.
Shit, I'm going
Out loud on YouTube.
First off, if I'm robbing you, I want to see what size J's you wearing. I'm not gonna go in there if you're wearing a size 10. I might just go fuck up your house with your small foot ass.
Nah, what you do is you go to Ross. You go to Ross and you buy the size 17 box. You buy the size 17 box.
I can't fit that, man. Leave me this shit.
You have me walking down the street. Nigga, I'm riding spinners, nigga. You got me riding spinners on my feet. You got me riding spinners. Hey, I got a whole bunch of those too.
Crowd roll back,
yeah. I got a whole bunch of those too, bro.
Here, food,
man. Yeah, go get that size 17 box, nigga. Ain't nobody trying to wear no 17s.
No, but see, that's too. See, you can't have size 10 shoes and then have a size 17 because then you'll be like, oh, that's where the money's at.
I wear a 12 anyway.
Yeah, so I wear 12 shoes. So
I wear a 12. But no, seriously, in all seriousness, man, it has been a pleasure to have shared the screen with all of you. Before we roll out, what I like to do here is I like to give everybody 90 seconds for their closing statement. Just let the people know what you're all about. Closing statements, your closing arguments for today's show. Let them know where they can find you. Start with my boy Phil in the bottom.
You find me on the Unfiltered Truth. Actually going to be starting up a new podcast pretty soon. Where the Ramble's going to have an official podcast now. Me and Mario going to be heading that up and then working in some of the other content creators and doing that officially, trying to get in with PFWA. I see you. See you. As for this particular discussion, this whole thing, it's a great unknown. We can take a pessimistic approach. We can have a little faith because honestly, that's all we could have at this time. But the pieces are there in place on offense. The money needs to be committed. The money and the draft picks need to be committed to the defense because it doesn't matter who they bring in to play quarterback if the defense can't stop nobody.
Yep. Yes,
sir.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Pharaoh, my guy. What you got for us?
Man, I appreciate you having me on, man. It's been a minute, like I said. Like y'all can find me, Pharaoh NFL, everywhere on social, but including YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. The road to 3K continues, man. I'm just trying to continue and grow and get better at what I'm doing. I like being around people who know what they're talking about, like the panel that you see. So make sure you subscribe to everybody that you see. You got Unfiltered Truth in the building with Phil. You obviously got Dirty Raider Nation Network. Low has his channel. Raider Gabe has his channel. It's 420 everywhere. Y'all already know. So make sure to subscribe to all these brothers over here on the panel, man. It's like I said, it's been a minute. I enjoyed the conversation. I know Phil just said, you can take the pessimist. Right now, I'm kind of, it's after the season's pretty much completed. I'm kind of like still on that pessimistic viewpoint of the the Raiders right now. Like it's just, man, Mark Davis. Hopefully I'm wrong. I just hope that I'm wrong.
Me too.
But I hope the Raiders go undefeated next year. I hope Mark Davis is the greatest owner in the league and McDaniel's the best coach of all time. But as of right now, I'm looking at these guys like, man, again, you know what I mean? We got to go through this again. But yeah, man. And salute to the chat as well, man. I appreciate the chat, man. Y'all have me cracking up, man. I try to keep a straight face because everybody was talking, but damn, y'all was cracking jokes. Truly, Tony Bang, man. He funny as hell, man. But everybody, salute to everybody that pulled up tonight as well.
Sure.
Gabe, my man. Gabe.
Yes, sir, man. Shit, you know me, dog. Fucking, you can find me at Raider Game 420 for sure, dog. Because it's always 420. You know what I mean? Shit, around here, especially on my channel, dog. We always be talking shit, talking about the Raiders, talking about little bit about everything, dog. So you can find me there. Fucking, if you haven't subscribed yet, you know, pull up. You know, fucking have some fun with us, dog. We all, you know, we got people right here on the panel always, you know, joining us too, dog. We have fun there, so it's just. You know, and then about this discussion, dog, it's like I like the same thing, dog. Like Phil said too, it's like the best. That's the best word you can describe is the unknown, dog. It's like this off season is just like a bunch of question marks, dog. I mean, like I was saying earlier too, yeah, the offense is there, I think, because they're all under contract, but it's just where does this fucking this organization go from here, dog? Because I mean, they're showing us that they're obviously going one way, but if this shit doesn't seem to work, we're back to square one. So it's like it's just the pessimistic fucking approach. Like I want to be as positive as possible, but at this point we just fuck, dog. It's unknown.
It's a little early to be pessimistic. Just a long off season. It hadn't even started yet.
It's just unknown.
Hey, next week I'm gonna be a changed man. I'm gonna be a changed man next week. Just give me one more week. One more week.
At least, you know what I mean? At least it's fucking digest this whole fucking season and shit.
Oh my god. Lo, what you got for us?
Shit. All right, man. You guys can find me here. Any fucking platform, Dirty Low. I'm actually I don't know what pessimistic means, and I don't like it. I feel disrespected by everybody on the panel. You guys see what it means? I was feeling right here, but I feel right here. I don't like this. No, it's funny. Nah, that's me, bro. I'm gonna talk mad shit. I love the Raiders, bro. I'm always gonna love the Raiders. I'm gonna talk mad shit, bro. And there's nothing wrong with talking shit. I mean, obviously, I can't play the game. Obviously, I'm just on the sidelines looking in. I mean, some of my shit, bro, like I really, really feel like I have a good insight, but ultimately, man, I'm a Raiders fan. I don't want these motherfuckers to lose, but you put lipstick on a pig, bro, it's still a fucking pig. Just saying. That's some pimp shit, but that's just me though, bro. So, and everybody, I hope you have a good year, man. Get your money and be clean and be, you know what I'm saying, for real, for real. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
All right, as for me, so I will start with thanking everyone once again for being here, taking the time out of their day, evening, you know what I mean, to come hang out, spit some knowledge, entertain the folks. To the chat, I want to say thank you for pulling up. Thank you guys for being around with the questions and the knowledge and the answers for things that we may get stumped on. Look, we're content creators, but we don't know everything. We don't get everything right. You know what I mean? Some of us like to think we do. Some of us like to think we get everything right. But, in all honesty, the reality is we're not going to be right about everything. But we're going to be close. We're damn sure going to be close. And the one thing you'll never say that we're not is real. We're definitely real.
Yep.
I only fuck with the real. I don't fuck with anybody that's different outside of what you see on your screen. And that's real life. So if you don't see him here, it's not that I hate him. Just remember, just don't fucking like him. 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated. The fact that you allow my panel to grace your screen is greatly appreciated. My final thoughts on today is this. I ain't happy. Somebody gonna have to do something to make me feel better. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna have to blow some shit up and make me feel better. You know what I mean? And that's just the reality. And the only thing that's gonna make me feel better is you going out free agency, addressing the needs on this defense, and showing me that you're truly trying to build a phenomenal program.
Great offseason.
Anything less than that, I'm not gonna be happy with. If you feel like Brady is the answer and that's what's gonna get the bowl, go get it done. I don't give a fuck. I just want to win. I'm tired of fucking losing. But I want to see wins. Don't bring me Brady with fucking losses. I want fucking wins. Mark Davis, I've already told you, the embarrassment to this franchise right now lies on its owner. You are the one who have put us in an embarrassing situation. The fact that you would speak about us fans in that nature is an embarrassment to this franchise. You owe us an apology.
Sure the fuck does.
You owe us an apology, and you owe our boy Vegas a comp something. You should at least comp him a nice game next year, bro. For all the money that he pours out to you guys, and for you to throw him out because of a fucking sign, you owe him something, man. But you owe us all fucking win. You owe the rest of the nation wins, but you owe that man something, bro. That's the embarrassing thing, that you would allow that to be done to a fan. That's it. That's what's embarrassing.
Over a sign.
Over a sign. Over freedom of speech. Because he was telling you the truth. You had people remove him because he was stating the obvious.
Bro, Max Crosby said this shit in his fucking interview like 5
He deserved. He told you. He's like, I'm sorry, Raider Nation, you deserve better. All he did was take a quote and put it up.
Yep.
We deserve better. This is commitment to excellence, not commitment to building your fucking portfolio. Fuck your portfolio. If that's what you're trying to build, nigga, sell the team. Magic Johnson would be quick to take this shit.
Sure would.
At least they got the Dodgers one championship within their time frame. I ain't asking for a lot. But shit, at least we in the goddamn playoffs. We might get swept. But at least we fucking make the goddamn playoffs.
She made it to the fucking World Series 3 times and won one. I'll fucking take that shit in.
I'll take that shit all day.
Shit.
Yeah. Shit. No, I don't want that.
But
Magic. Whoa. I almost said it.
You know. All right. You know, everybody likes to end their show a certain way. You know what I mean? People like to yell Raiders. People like to tell you smoke one. People like to tell you tune in next time. Me, I'm going to just tell you like I always do. No matter how much it rains, and it's been raining a lot here in California, you can never stop the sun from shining. Raider Nation, YouTube, go get your motherfucking sunshine, man. We out.